Yes, it's your boy Kelz. You might know me from Too Hot to Handle, MTV The Challenge, and as of recently, Misfits. I'm on the Shizzio Show, and we're having deep conversations, dropping gems. You don't want to miss out. Also, make sure you tune into my fight in Qatar for the heavyweight Misfit Championship belt. Come on.
Summertime vibe, come down to feature. Drink of the smoke, come down for Eva. It's the ill, the bop, the beep, the bop, the beep. Like a ninja from under you creep, but the beep, the bop, the beep, the bop, the boo. I'm the captain, this is my crew, but the beep, the bop. Doing up Cambridge, doing up Oxford. M-Way, doing up Uxbridge. MC Hammer with the jewels, can't touch this. All the bad beats in the pop. This bombo clap tune, rude boy.
All right, we're here, another episode. You know what? This is a special week. You know why? It's motherfucking fight week, bro. And we love to see it out here, yeah? And we got one of the Misfits prime specimens. Man like Kelz is in the motherfucking house. Kelz, how are you, sir?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well, brother. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Appreciated. For those that don't know, Netflix, Too Hot to Handle, correct?
Yep.
And then recently laying the motherfucking smackdown on Big Tobz.
Yes.
That was a bit mad.
Before Big Tobz, I did MTV The Challenge as well.
What's that?
It's like this obstacle thing where they fly you out to different locations.
Okay.
And you do missions and challenges, like crazy things like you're in a helicopter, your partner's in a Range Rover driving underneath you, and you have to throw sandbags. And
That's mad.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
What's that on what?
MTV The Challenge.
Oh, I swear.
You get to the final and you win, you get $1 million.
What, dollars?
Yeah.
What happened? You win that? I see the Rolex, you know. I think you won, you know. Spoiler alert, you get me? No, listen, thank you for coming. Appreciate your time and effort, sir. Let's take it back. Kelz, from where?
Nigeria.
Yeah?
Born in Austria.
Austria?
Yeah, I speak German.
Oh, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Man just hit us with the curve. Okay, born in where?
Vienna.
Vienna, right.
Came to the UK when I was 14.
Right, parents from where?
Nigeria.
Both of them?
No.
Okay, how did the Nigerian parents end up in Austria? I'm guessing that's not a common thing.
No, so my mum was married into a rich family.
Okay, we love that,
Her dad had 3 wives.
Oh,
when she was, yeah.
Your mum's dad?
Yeah, my mum's dad.
So your granddad?
Yeah, my granddad.
Had 3 wives?
Yes, 3 wives.
Yeah.
When she was 17, he passed away.
Right.
And then all the uncles and everyone tried to take the fortune and whatever.
Right.
Things started changing, so she wanted to get away from all of that. Met my dad. He lived in Austria already. He married her and then brought her to...
But what happened to the money?
The money, do you know what? Asset's got splits and stuff for that. Like, there's loads of things out there. There's hotels and things like that, but it just all got split off by all the wives and the uncles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your mum got nothing?
No, she didn't.
No, that's a par. That's a par. Okay, so born and raised in Austria. Break it down, brother. What the fuck is that about?
That was tough, you know.
Are you like skiing to school? Because Richard Blackwood was here. He was in Sweden, wasn't he, for a while, and he said he had to ski to school.
Do you know I wasn't allowed to go skiing? I was never allowed to.
Why?
Do you know, we didn't really have much money growing up, but also Austria was really racist back then.
Okay.
So I was the only black guy in my own school.
Right, okay.
And I was never really allowed to go on this trip.
Vienna, is that a capital?
Yeah, Vienna. Yeah,
Vienna's a capital. Okay,
yeah.
You're the only black guy in your school?
Yep.
How about the area itself? Is your family...
You'd see, I think the only time you'd see black people would be when you go to a black church or when someone's having like a birthday or an event.
But on a casual everyday, you're not?
No.
Why was your dad out there, sorry? Business?
Yeah, he was already living there before.
What was he doing?
I don't know, do you know what? I don't even know. I don't talk to my dad.
Huh?
I don't talk to my dad.
Oh, well, okay. But,
yeah.
Okay, Pops is there. Okay, so it's racist there, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you experience that then from the get-go then?
When you're a kid, you don't. As you get older to like 12, 13, you start to notice things that you don't know as a kid because you're obviously innocent. Do you know what I mean?
What type of things are you noticing?
Just, you know, like, you don't really have as many friends in the class. There's a lot of cliques. You're on your own a lot of times. Teachers, do you know, tell you a fun fact. I used to get good grades in maths, but I always just got downgraded in English and German because maths is factual. whereas English and German, the teachers can give you whatever grade they want.
Ah.
I got marked down in English, and I'm the only one that spoke English there. Make that make sense?
Swear down.
Yeah. Then I came to the UK when I was 13, and I was top set for everything. I'm a straight A student.
Okay. So hold on. Okay. So your parents are encouraging the education, yeah?
Yes.
I'm from a Pakistani background. I know a lot of my friends from Nigeria that share a lot of similar traits in that education is pushed at the forefront.
Yes.
If you don't perform, there are repercussions.
Yes.
Normally in the shape of a belt or a shoe.
I'll tell you a funny story. Do you know how I learned ABC, 1, 2, 3 and all the times table? At 5 years old, I could speak 2 languages, know everything in terms of ABC, times tables. My mom had a chalkboard, and if I got something wrong, I'd get like, you know the wooden spoon?
Where knuckles?
Yeah.
Come on.
But I tell you what, got me.
But it works though, innit? This is the thing though, it puts you at a bit of a thing.
works.
It's like people say, don't touch your kids, but then...
Do you know what it is? I think, looking back on everything now, everything I've gone through in life has, I know some people call it traumas, has conditioned you to deal with life in a more serious way. As in more like tough things, they say tough times don't last, tough people do.
Yeah.
And I've got, when I compare myself to other friends that maybe have 2-parent households or have like a soft life or are born in money, the things that they crumble under when faced challenges in life, I don't. Does it make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. You have brothers and sisters?
I've got 2 brothers, 5 sisters.
2 brothers, 5 sisters.
Yeah.
So where are you in this line?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest?
Yeah.
Okay, and you were all in Austria?
Oh, yeah. No, me and my 2 sisters, and then 2 of my brothers were born in America. And then,
Bro, what's going on here, bro?
Listen, you know what? It's
Hold on, man. We got to figure this shit out, bro. Okay, you're Austria, right?
Yes.
You go to school in Austria,
Yes.
primary school, yeah?
Yes.
Your parents are still together?
No, so my parents split up when I was 5. So the rest are from my stepdad.
Okay, so you're the only child?
Me and my sister.
Right, okay, cool.
Same dad.
Right.
And then I met my mum met my stepdad when I was 10.
Right.
And then the rest of my siblings are from my stepdad.
Okay. So when does your dad leave your mum?
Well, they had issues when I was around 5, 6.
Around 5, 6. Okay. Does dad just leave Austria?
No, he's still in Austria now.
He's in Austria now?
Yeah, but he was quite abusive.
Okay.
So we cut.
Abusive to everybody?
To my mum.
Okay. And you witnessed this type of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. And does it have an effect on you? Or are you too young to kind of...
I remember
absorb
running
it?
out the house to try to get help.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think because he tried to get back into my life, Too Hot to Handle came out.
And he was knocking on the door?
Yeah, because we left Austria at 13 when I was 13 and we didn't look back. So I don't think he had any ways of contacting us or ever knowing where we were. So fast forward like 18 years after the show, I remember after the show came out. No, MTV The Challenge came out. I'm about to step out of my house to go watch it on my friend, and he's standing outside my front door.
Oh, he's standing there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just looked at him and I was just like, I haven't got time for this right now. And I just kept it moving.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
I'm very good at putting emotions into boxes and not opening them up.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was wild.
Are you worried that they're gonna stack in your head to the point of where they're gonna have to be opened? Do you get me? There's only so much room one has in the back of their head.
Do you know what? I know I'm under the impression like right now my main focus is trying to make it. I've been saying this since I was a young, you know, Kelz, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm just trying to make it. So
yeah, but sometimes that's just man them talking to
No,
you
no,
about
but-
how you,
but-
yeah, bro, man just out here trying to make it.
no, bro, but I'm saying that, and everyone,
you're
my friends,
feeling it.
my friends who've seen my life, how it's progressed. Even now, when I was Kelz, what are you saying, bro? I'm just trying to make it, bro. You've been saying, listen, I've still ain't made it. I'm still trying to make it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, my main focus is that. So everything else, like communication, relationships, all these kind of things, that I just put them in a box.
Totally understandable. However, when it's presented to you in your face, i.e. your dad,
Yes.
this is not just an ex-girlfriend or something. This
Yes.
is your father.
Yes.
Is now standing there in front of you.
Yes.
I guess you probably got like a few seconds to make your choice of what you want to do.
I look at things very rationally.
Okay.
The way I look at it is like, I think at the time I was 30. I'm 32 now.
Right.
I'm 30 now. Everything I've needed to know about being a man, I've learned through trial and errors. There's times I've needed you, and you went there, what is it you're gonna show me now? Because the only thing that drives me when I say I'm trying to make it is I want to be, and it took me some while to realize why I'm so focused on money and success. It's because I want to be the dad that I never had.
Yeah.
And you know when you
Have
watch...
you got kids, sorry?
No, I haven't got
Okay,
kids.
go.
And you know when you watch TV and you have that perfect dad that has all the answers to the questions of when teenage or girlfriends, all this kind of thing, I realized that as I'm going through life and I'm not having a dad makes me go through obstacles and grow and develop into that person I'm trying to be. So I don't need it.
You were presented with an opportunity there, prime, to get some questions
Out of him.
perhaps you wanted to answer. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and my mum said that as well, but as you said, that box, I don't have the mental bandwidth right now
Okay.
to open up that box.
Yeah.
I've got other things to focus on. Do you know what I mean? Because you got to understand, once you let someone else into your life, especially your dad, there's so many things that you're doing. You have to spend time with him, you have to get to know him. You're also letting another person, another character back into your life. That takes up a lot of bandwidth.
But you're in control of that,
Yeah, but the thing...
of how much of that bandwidth is coming in.
I think control sometimes is an illusion. I think sometimes once you open the Pandora box, most cases you can't close it. You can't control how much comes out. You can't control how it affects you. Does that make sense?
100%.
And also, I think I spent when I went to play American football last year in Europe. That's another story.
This brother's like Forrest Gump, he's everywhere. Yeah, go ahead.
But I wanted to play for the best team in Europe. So I did my research because I was playing in London at the time. The team that won last year was Rihanna Vikings.
Right.
So I sent them my tape. They signed me. I'm back to Vienna 20 years later.
Oh, wow.
But that was
Random.
amazing for me because the person I wanted to be as a kid, growing up, make money, all these kind of things, suddenly where we used to go to school trips to in the city, I've got an apartment right there.
So you got to go back as
And
somebody.
yes, the first thing I did, you laugh at this. The first thing I did when I touched down is go to the bakery I used to go to as a kid and bought as much pastry as I could. Every day.
Well, I feel that.
Every day.
I completely understand
Every
that.
day.
Yeah.
Just because back then my mum would give me €2, £2, whatever, and that was have to last me for the day. So we had to ration things off. But this time I could just buy pastry.
But what's the best pastry though?
Topfen.
A what?
It's basically this pastry with cheesecake. You know,
Okay.
cheesecake filling
Yeah, yeah.
inside it. Beautiful.
Come on, we love that. We love that. The timeline's gone mad, but
Yeah, it's all crazy all over the place.
Did you speak to your dad again after that moment, or you never saw him again?
Yeah, he called me. He called me up.
How is he finding your address and your phone number? Pops is on it, you know.
He messaged me through Facebook.
Okay.
And I think, obviously, because I'm on Google and everything, and you see, I think that's how he found me. Do you know what I mean? So, I think there's certain things he said, and I was just like, do you know what? I don't think you've changed from the person you were back then, because a lot of things are very negative and blaming my mum for stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so you started that.
And I was just like, you know, I don't want to hear this, because when I told you about bandwidth, when you realise someone has been holding a grudge and hasn't changed since when you remember him as a kid, you ain't got time for it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I just haven't got time for it, so I
So you told him?
just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since then, he hasn't tried again?
No. I think I'll deal with that when that time comes.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but are you going to deal with it? Or you
probably.
haven't processed it?
There's a lot of things I'm going to need to deal with and probably get a therapist at some point.
Okay.
I'm fully aware of that.
But at least you are aware of it.
Yeah,
Some
100%.
people just put in the back of their mind, I'll deal with that time, with no intention of ever opening those boxes.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
no.
But it's good that you're actually saying, no, I will actually get around with that via a
100%.
therapist or via
100%.
some sort of aid, but I will get to open those boxes.
When I'm ready to get balanced, I'll open it. Because people need to understand, in order to get to where you want to get to, in order to do the things you need to do, sometimes you have to be unbalanced. It has to be all in that one direction. So when it comes to like emotions and things like that, because I lock emotions away very easily, because there's things I do on a regular basis that I don't want to do. I don't want to train every day. I don't want to do ice baths after every session. I don't want to box. I enjoy boxing, but it's all painful stuff.
Yeah.
So you can wake up one day and not be in the mood,
For real.
but you still got to do it.
Yeah.
So I've learned very early on to turn emotions off.
Okay, just going back to Austria, because we're all over the place. What's the worst racism you faced there? Is there like incidents that stick in your mind, or is it just little bits that chip away?
2 incidents. So there was an incident in school. There was like a fight I wasn't the one that started the fight.
Okay.
The other person started the fight.
It's never our fault.
I got in trouble.
You get me?
No, it's not. We're innocent. I got in trouble for it. He didn't. So the teacher comes in and goes like, here's the school rules, like big book on ethos and all this.
Yeah.
Write it all out by hand and have it back to me by next week. We're talking about like
lines. Yeah, but this
writing
is,
it all by hand.
Yeah.
Just to punish me.
Pain.
Yeah, or like, you know, getting bullied by like other kids just because you're the only black kid in school.
Yeah.
And they were all older than me, so.
Is that like physical bullying?
Yeah. So, but again, I think all those things made me into a person now where you can't tell me nothing. So, for example, in that fight incident, for example, when you want to express yourself, they don't want to hear it. They just shut you down. So I always struggled communicating how I feel about things. So that's something I had to work on.
But you had the luxury of hindsight now. I'm talking about in the moment.
In the moment.
It must be difficult to
Yeah,
process.
100%. Hate it all the time.
Do you know what I mean?
I hate it all the time, but then you realise things where your mum was getting racially abused as well. She was a cleaner, paid for her German course to study German, and then studied nursing in German, and then became a nurse and was facing racism in nursing as well.
Really?
Yeah, that's the reason we decided to move to the UK when I was 13.
Okay, so your mum leaves your dad at 13?
No, it leaves my dad at 5 when I was 5.
Okay, cool.
We leave Austria at 13
Oh, sorry, you leave Austria at 13 and go where?
to London.
You come to London.
Yeah.
Why you just pick London?
Multicultural, she knows loads of people here as well.
Yeah, okay, cool. So where in London?
First, I was in Peckham.
Come on!
I was in Peckham,
Yeah.
yeah.
Petnam!
Yeah, I went to Peckham. We were there for like a month and then we had to move again.
Yeah.
Because we were like in council housing at the time, so
Yeah,
we had to move a lot.
yeah.
And then we moved to Essex.
So how was it coming to London, presumably seeing far more black people?
Loved it.
Do you know what I mean?
It was weird at first. I remember.
Was it really shocking or was it just...
Yeah, but it felt comfortable. Like I wasn't. When you go in school, I remember I was walking down the corridors.
Did you go to school in Peckham?
Yeah. It was,
Okay.
And then girls were looking at me and giggling. So I thought something was wrong with me because naturally you think they're in Austria. And then I found out later, oh, no, they thought you were like, they fancied you.
Come on!
But that whole concept's weird to me because in Austria, the only time people would talk to me is because I was really good in school. So they'd come up to me and ask me for like, hey, can you help me with my maths work? So that's when I'm their friend. Whereas here it was completely different. I was in top set and everything.
But how was your accent? Because you sound like you got a
Yeah,
British accent.
my accent back then was just like,
Was it like
basic English.
Was it like
Just
German
spoke German, but yeah.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger style?
Yeah, my first.
I want the cancer.
But do you know what? Because my parents are African.
Get to the chop. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll be back.
Yeah, right, because your parents were...
African, it was good English. It was okay. But I couldn't speak English like I speak now.
But your parents could speak English though?
Yes, but not always. You know the accent?
Yeah. I know the accent,
I didn't have that.
But they still know the words.
Yes. I think my first slang was in it. I'll be like, isn't that the right answer, miss? In it? That was, I knew that if I add in it to every single sentence,
You're nice.
everyone thinks I'm like them.
Okay, cool. So land Peckham for a month though.
Yes.
And then to Essex.
Yes.
That's a big change. Where in Essex?
Dagenham.
Okay, so we've gone to what would be regarded as predominantly a black area to now predominantly white area.
No, it's still black.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Where in Dagenham is this, bro?
Yeah. I remember I went to Dagenham Park.
Okay.
That was.
I thought Dagenham was like, because it's not too far from here, but
Depends
I
on
would've-
where in Dagenham,
just
though.
generally, I'm generalising. I get that.
But
I'm
Heathway, Dagenham Heathway,
Okay.
that's all mixed. Yeah.
Heathway the hill.
Yeah, that
Oh,
hill.
come on.
That legendary
okay.
hill.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay, so you land in Dagenham. Is that better than Peckham for you or not?
Do you know what? It was just.
Different.
I mean, look, Peckham was great for me. I mean, my mum gave me like £2 for lunch. I'd go to Co-op, buy a pack of donuts for £1.50, sell it in school, each donut for 50p, come home with £5.
Yeah, but
and
the
then,
pastry ain't the same as thing though, is it?
No, but I discovered £1 chicken and chips.
Yeah, come on.
You remember back in the days, chips and free wings for £1?
Yeah, nice.
You can't get that no more.
Yeah, nice. All right, so it's you, your sister and mum, right?
Yes.
So when does this stepdad come into play then?
When I was 10.
Okay, so you guy in school, school all good?
Yeah, all good.
Are you still studying? Because now I'm guessing the kids here are are they more wilder than the kids in
I
Austria?
never had any problems with education.
Okay.
Top set all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
But were you ever tempted, or was the people around you not on what you're on? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
but I had a
sometimes
strict
that can go
family.
against you, innit?
I had a strict mum.
Okay, so is it the fear factor that you're
Yes,
doing? Yeah.
I wasn't allowed out.
Okay, you wasn't allowed out.
No.
You're not allowed
it
to.
was, my mum would tell me, school finishes at 3:15. Make sure you're home at 3:40. If not, my mum's out there waiting for me.
Out there.
Yeah. As you know, it takes me exactly 30 minutes to get from school home.
Okay.
It was school, come home, do your homework, chores, that's it. So I think she's very protective to make sure nothing
Sure.
I'll get lost.
Is mum working?
Yes.
So is mum at home when you're home though, or is mum
No.
away? No.
No, so I'm looking after my siblings when they come back from school.
Okay, so then you're trusted then fully,
Yes.
because some people might abuse that trust and be like, I'm going out for a little while.
No, I couldn't do it. My sister's a snitch.
Okay. And it's literally the fear factor. You get ass whooping.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay, fair enough. So secondary school, same area.
Yes.
Okay, so then when does a stepdad come into play here?
Well, he's always been. What do you mean? He's always been there from when I was 10. But
Yeah, but I'm saying from 10. So when
Yeah.
is he introduced? Like when is he introduced at 10? Yeah.
Yeah, 10.
Okay, yeah. So then how was that? I'm saying like.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's you, your mum.
Yeah,
and
do you know what?
sister.
He most of the time he was in Nigeria. He does politics in Nigeria. So most of the time he was in Nigeria. It was always just predominantly me, my mum, and my siblings.
Right.
Yeah.
But there must have been a kind of thing in your head like, hold on, this man's here now. He's stepdad. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, he's always been there, innit? So
Yeah.
I think I've always been like, just get on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And were you like cool with him? He was.
Yeah,
Right.
it was calm.
Don't know, but I feel like he's swerving it a bit. You get
Nah,
me? Like,
do you know what? Nah,
wow.
honestly, it's calm. It's calm.
And then your brothers and sisters they come through the family, right?
Yeah.
And you're good with them, half brothers,
Yeah,
half
yeah,
sisters.
all good. Yeah, they don't know the difference.
Okay, cool. You leave school with what? 4 grades?
Yes, go to
What-
uni.
What grades are we talking here? A's,
A's and B's.
everything,
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
Man's yeah, bro, fucking everything, bro.
Yeah.
A levels.
Yeah, A level.
What did you do? A levels.
I did accounting, English literature, and business studies.
And where you get A's?
Now I got BBC,
Okay, and then you go where?
Portsmouth University.
Why there? That's a bit far,
They
innit?
did a course I wanted to do, international finance and trade,
That just sounds
investment banking.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew about all this. Is
Yeah.
it like you pick it up on it, yeah?
Yeah, but I always wanted to play sports. My mum would never let me.
Okay, are you like an athlete at that time as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like basketball, I played for like London Warriors at like 15, playing with adults. I was meant to be like the one.
Okay, so stature-wise, you're a big guy. You're,
Six, yeah,
you're
tall.
6'6", right? You're a big guy. Like
Yeah.
sometimes cameras don't really show. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But I'm like he's a big fucking guy. Yeah. Okay, are you that big growing up then? Like, are
I've
you
always
the-
been the tallest.
You always been the
Wherever,
tallest. So you're like 6 foot what? 6 from young.
Yeah. So
Okay,
like,
that helps a lot.
I was like, I was tall from a long time.
Okay, cool.
Everywhere I go, I'm always the tallest in my class.
I hear that. And then you joined the basketball, obviously.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, cool. And you're playing, you're doing well.
Yeah.
So now you've got a choice of sports or education.
Yes.
And you don't really want the sports, or do you want the sports but you're not allowed to?
Not allowed to.
You're not allowed to. Did you try speaking to mum and say, Mum, like,
Yeah, mum wouldn't.
like
Mum
I can dunk, mama?
Do you know what? I could dunk.
Yeah.
I had my basketball game. About to lose. We were behind by 1 point. I get the ball. I'm sprinting. I go for a dunk, but the momentum, I let go of the rim, fall on my head, unconscious for 4 days.
For 4 days?
4 days.
Where's this in school?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I was 15 at the time.
But the main thing is, did you get the dunk?
Yeah, I did ask that actually when I woke up.
Okay, and you won the match?
Yeah, I won the match.
Right.
But my mum said never again basketball.
Okay, so you dunk, you hold on, you fall back and you hit your head.
Yes.
That's quite a height.
Yes.
That's actually could be
I
like
was spazzing
life-changing.
on the floor.
You're
Yeah.
spazzing on the floor. Okay, so you're unconscious for 4 days.
Yes.
So what happened in blood clot or something? What is that?
No.
Concussion? Because that
It was
4
it
days
was a
is
concussion.
major.
Yeah. I just woke up with the priest and my mum being around me.
The matter the
My
priest, you know.
Yeah, my mum had like a proper priest there, so she said no more basketball.
Done.
Yeah, that's it. And then just focus on
But she,
education.
I kind of get it though.
I get it.
I
She was
kind of
scared.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So you drop that out, you go Portsmouth.
Yes.
Talk to me about Is this the first time leaving the house then, really? Portsmouth, or you?
Yes. So my focus in getting grades to go into university was to get freedom to get out of my house. That's one of my full motivation.
That was it. So
Yeah.
you thought, I'm not going to no fucking unis around here.
No.
I ain't going to no Queen Mary in Westfield. I ain't going to UEL.
No,
I'm
God,
out of here.
Out.
Okay, so that's what it was. Okay, you go Portsmouth. And do you go wild or because some
Yeah,
people,
bro.
you know, when they get their freedom, they go mad, you know, because they can't handle it.
I went out. Listen,
That's how I went
9
out.
a.m. lectures, myth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Monday was Tiger. Tuesday I would get to uni at 11. Thursday was Liquid and Envy. Friday was Astoria. These are all the clubs.
Oh, I gathered. Yeah.
And it was good. You know what it is? I could always get grades without having to study too hard.
I hear
so
that.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Life was good.
And what did you leave uni with?
I got first.
You got a first?
Yeah.
Oh my days, that's
Appreciate
fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
First is fucking hard shit, bruv. Okay. And did you struggle for the first, really, or not?
I had to knuckle down in the last year. I was sleeping in the library.
Would you put your intellect down to nurture or nature? Is it
Nature.
something you're born with, or do you think you?
So
you
I can get good grades without having to study, but I can get excellent grades with study.
But
So
the bit that you don't have to study for, do you think that's naturally in you, or is that from working hard as a kid and being put into that mindset of education? That's what I'm trying to get.
No, I think it's naturally in me. I think it's intelligence. Because remember, the definition of intelligence is how quickly you can grasp a concept. So regardless of what concept I put in front of you, whether it's maths, English, how quickly can you understand that? And the rate of that is intelligence. People tend to forget what I mean. So I think I've always had that capacity to understand and learn things.
You know, I've been tired all day drinking this Red Bull, thinking, bruv, now I've got to be so on point because the brother's kicking bare motherfucking facts. I'm like, oh shit, bruv. Why couldn't we get an OF? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All right, cool. So you get a first. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So what did you do? Work? Because I suppose investment banking's an amazing career.
Yes, I should have done a placement year.
Right.
I didn't. I just wanted to go through uni and get a job. But the smart people did a placement year at the end of uni.
So placement year is a work experience year.
Yes, work experience just before you finalise your final year.
Why is that the smart thing to do?
So that's important because if in your second year start applying for jobs for placement internships, you go there, you go to a company that potentially you want to work with or not work with, but you have experience. But then you can also network. So if you say you're my line manager, hey Kelz, you know what, I've really enjoyed you doing this placement. After uni, hit me up, I'll give you a job. Remember, the older you get, it's about who you know, not what you know.
That was my very next question. Is in your experience, is life about who you know as opposed to what you know?
I think it's a bit of both.
Okay.
There's a saying that says, in order to attract value, become valuable in the marketplace.
Okay, I hear that.
So I think it's who you know, yes, but also what you know, because if you meet the right person, have you got the capability to communicate the knowledge or the value to offer them that makes them want to put you into other places?
So essentially, you've got to be game ready on the
Yes.
sidelines, ready to be called onto
Stay
that
ready
pitch.
so you never have to get ready.
I feel that, totally. Okay, so you start working?
Yes.
Where? Investment
Recruitment.
banks?
Pharmaceutical companies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good money?
I got suckered in with the ad that says you can make 100K in the first year.
Okay, and did you?
No, I didn't.
Listen, no. But you see, like investment bankers, they make a good money though.
Yeah, I think, you know what it is? I think the ones that made a lot of money after uni are the ones that did the placement, and then, you know, you can get those, what do you call those? Those placements for those grad jobs for
Right.
Barclays.
Yeah.
Grad jobs, Barclays, I think entry was like 3K a month.
Right.
21, 3K a month, working at Barclays.
I'm ready.
The
Sign me
graduate scheme.
Yeah.
But for that, they want experience, and obviously someone that has shown an interest in banking and maybe done a couple of placements here, worked at a branch here.
But I would have thought a first would really get your foot in the door with somewhere, bro.
Yeah, but then think about it this way: there's only so many amount of jobs in all these companies, and there's a lot of people that have first, that also have experience, that also have placements,
Right.
that also know people.
Right. I hear that. So you work in a recruitment company. It's not ideal.
No, I didn't do my first deal in the first year, but then I stayed there for 5-6 years and I made money.
Okay.
And recruitment helped me so much, and it was tough, you know. But looking back at it, I'm so grateful.
Helped you in what way?
Just made me professional. Just turned me from a kid that was partying all the time and getting good grades and going by, cruising through life really easy, to like facing adversity.
Are you back home at this point? Or did you
Yes,
move out?
back home at this point.
Back home.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
Did you have a choice to move out?
No, not really, no. I had a choice to move up, but it made sense to just go back home and make money. I think when I first got interviewed by my sales manager, he said to me, look, Kelz, you've played rugby at uni, you get good grades, you're obviously clearly good looking, so I'm assuming you have good luck with girls. What do you do when you get to a situation where things don't work out your way? How would you deal with that?
And what did you say?
I gave him a smart answer. I was like, well, I'll figure it out and I'll make it work. Little did I know that recruitment was going to be one of the toughest things, where for the first time, things don't just work for me like that. I had loads of final interviews, no placement, didn't make a deal. I was on a basic of like 1,200 in my overdraft for like months.
Yeah.
And then at first I struggled because I was like, what's going on? I think the concept of when things work out really well for you and suddenly you hit adversity, it messes with your head. So I was drowning for a long time. And then I decided, you know what, I need to start swimming, figure it out.
It also teaches you to communicate with people, I suppose.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Because you are in that kind of deep end. If you don't talk the way, you know what I mean? If you don't figure deals out,
yes,
you will sink.
Yes, I had to realize, for me to get deals, what am I doing wrong? Why is everyone going to the final and I'm not getting placement? So I had to evolve, I had to grow. I realized the person I am now is not the kind of person that can get deals. Mm-hmm. So it made me just come in and fix up. I started reading books and it just became more productive. I used to, work finishes at 6, starts at 8. I finish at 6 and go home. But now I finish at 7, I stay longer, I come in earlier. And these things just create habits for you to be successful, so you understand, you learn things. And I got headhunted after my promotion and then worked for another company, and it was just growth from there, really.
Yeah, talking about books, what's the best books, the 3 best books for people out there?
7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Right.
12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. Atomic Habits.
I don't know any of these books, by the way.
I'd say...
A man usually comes and goes, yeah, Art of War or something. You get me?
I've read 50 Laws of Power.
There's that one as well. Yeah.
Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. So you're making good money, you get headhunted, life is good.
Yes.
You playing sports still at this time?
Yes, American football.
Okay, so how does that enter your life? Because American football here is not really the sport that people magnetize to.
So I finished uni and I met this guy who's a sports agent. He said, look...
How did you meet him? Just what?
He used to be he's the brother of someone I used to do construction work for before I went to uni, I did summer. He goes, so why didn't you ever thought about playing American football? I was like, no. I was like, look, we can get you to the States. He showed me I turned up to a team called London Warriors. I used to train with Dwayne Chambers as well.
Come on, the runner.
Yeah,
we love that. See, okay.
But then we realised there's a lot more hurdles before I can just get into the NFL program. So I started training with the London Warriors and playing for the London Warriors to get experience in.
Are there any British guys that have gone to NFL?
Yeah, a few.
Is there?
Yeah, a few.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a route like that. Because I would have thought America's
It's a lot more easier now than it was back then, but there are a few that made it. Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, so you're playing NFL, like
American football in London while I'm working recruitment. Yeah. Okay. And then 4 years into recruitment, I'm thinking like, I can't keep doing this.
Sorry, I have to put a pin in this. Can we end the speculation now? Is it football or soccer?
American football. Football. What? Football.
I'm asking you, innit, bro?
I call it football.
You call it football?
And I say American football.
Okay.
American football.
But if you was in America, would you call it football or soccer?
Football.
Okay. All right, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Because I was around some Americans, I was around some Americans like, oh no, it's soccer. I'm like, no, it's football, mate.
Hold on. Are you calling football with your feet? Are you calling American? Oh, I'm confused now. So what are you calling the one that you throw?
Because I'm obviously play in the UK, the one I throw I call American football, so it doesn't throw other people off. So sometimes people are like, oh, football? No, the one with the helmet. So
you would call the one with your feet football?
Yes.
Okay, you wouldn't call it soccer?
No.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
I thought you were going the other way.
No way. I'm not a snake.
I'm not mad here. You get? Yeah, I'm not a snake. You know.
Cool.
Imagine if you went there and said, "Bro, we will sign you to the NFL, but you got to from now on call this soccer and call this football."
Okay.
Are you doing it?
Like, Wayne Rooney just retired from soccer.
Give me my motherfucking money, man. Okay, so yeah, but NFL's it's like a tough sport, right?
Yes,
American
100%.
football, right?
Yeah.
And you would like all that stuff, yeah?
Yeah, I used to play rugby, so
Okay.
it was just a natural transition, made sense.
Which is better, rugby or American football? Careful, because your friends are going to be watching this, bro.
Very different
Or
sports.
soccer, no.
Very different sport. I think with rugby, you have a lot more freedom.
Okay.
American football is more technical.
What's more brutal?
American football.
Really?
Yeah.
Given the fact that you got all that padding as well?
I cracked my eye socket in rugby.
Right, how'd you do that? Someone hit you in it?
I
I could see stitches in your eyes.
Yeah, I was about to score and then someone kneed me in the face, cracked my whole eye socket.
See, that's a par, bro.
But then having said that, I think American football is more tougher. The reason is because you have all these, in rugby, you tackle each other, right? In American football, you've got the helmet, you've got the pads, which means you've got a full sense of security, which means you're going at someone at full pace. And the impact, I've been concussed from just the helmet to my helmet.
See, that's very true. I never thought of it like that, that false sense of security, because you feel like I'm padded, so I'm going extra hard there, because I'm good. But, okay, that's interesting.
In rugby, if you think about it, when you tackle, you're more grabbing them up. In American football, you see someone just flying across just to...
Just clothesline a man for no reason, bro. Hey, motherfucker, hold this. All right, fair enough. So you're doing the football, investment banking, cool. All this time, in your mindset, you're thinking, I'm going to make it. Is this regards to like the kind of media world, or is that not even trickled in right now?
So I'm in recruitment, right?
Yeah.
It's been 4 years in, and I'm saying to myself, I can't keep doing this. I don't like the idea that I'm working Monday to Friday.
It's horrible, isn't it?
And I get 2 days off out of 7 days. By the time it comes to Sunday, I'm already having anxiety about work. I have to email someone to ask for holiday off. I get about 20 to 25 days holiday a year out of 365 days a year. So I'm working Monday to Friday just to live in an apartment for 2 days? That concept didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't keep doing this. And I'm sitting at the annual meetings when all the companies, everyone's together, right, to kick off the year. And they're like, yeah, we love you guys, we're committed, and everyone's just excited. I'm sitting there like,
these people don't care about you.
Yeah, you guys are washed, brainwashed.
And it's mad because the fact is, God forbid, if you passed away, there'll be someone to replace you the next fucking day.
100%. I used to be on the train first thing in the morning at 7:30 to work. And if I'm late, I'll be stressing out. And I'm just like, how am I stressing out? Because I'm going to be late by 10 minutes. Because I'm going to get told off by my boss. That's not me. And I'm sitting on the train, I'm seeing everyone just miserable, trying to catch up to Love Island while they're just holding on. And it's packed, and I'm just doing this every day, and it's like, I need out.
That morning commute is a serious thing, bro. That is a soul-destroying thing, bro. I've sat on it a few times, and you just look around, bro, and it's like the epitome of depression, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think when I first in recruitment, I thought, maybe I don't enjoy it as much because I'm not making as much money as the top billers. Then I became a top biller, and I realised that this will just take my whole life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
how much does a top biller make average?
You can make a top biller, you can make like... Our top biller was making 25 bags a month.
On some OF thing? No, okay.
25k a month.
Okay. And are you like making near that?
I cut out when I was making $8,000 a month.
$8,000. That's still good gravy.
I cut out. But then it's just like, because I do contractors, you have to keep finding new contractors.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense. It's not like it's like you're putting people on, you make money off all the contractors you place in work, but they renew each other. Sometimes you lose contractors.
Yeah. It's highs and lows. But how are you kind of spending this money? Are you a saver? Are you a splurger? What?
I'm gonna take away tax. Like $8,000, you're left with like 5, 6.
That's another criminal thing.
So I'm spending it, going on holiday, but I still don't like the fact I'm there Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, someone DMs me, hey, would you like to interview for this TV show?
Randomly?
Yes.
Where, on Instagram?
Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Do people still use Facebook?
That's what I thought. I thought it was a scam. I was like,
okay,
is this a real thing?
Are you on Instagram at this point?
Yeah. I was on Instagram.
Do you have a lot of followers?
I had 1,000 followers.
Okay, so you're literally a normal person.
No.
Right?
So
okay.
I go to the interview.
Hold on, wait, too far.
Go on.
Too fast. What year is this?
2018. 2017.
Okay, so you are seeing reality stars previously become famous, yeah?
Love Island.
Right.
I was watching Love Island with my friend every summer, and I would feel like, oh, this is sick. I used to think, if I went on Love Island, I'd be sick, I'd kill it. Because I feel like they always used to put black people that don't really represent black people. They're not like the top of the guys, you know what I mean? It's always like, they like to put the nice good looking like Barbie Kens and stuff like that. And they'll put a black person, the token black guy, who then ends up with the token black girl. But never someone that just runs things, do you know what I mean?
I hear that. But at least there is a token black guy in there, because they're not Asian brothers, you know.
But it's like, I feel
you get me? Man, what the fuck,
there is
bro?
now though.
Swear down,
Yeah,
I don't
there
watch
is
it
now,
now.
there is now.
I gave up from you,
There
get
is
me?
now. So I think we used to be like, watch Love Island with my boy, and I'd be like, bro, do you know, if we were in there, we'd kill it, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because we'd come with the swag and the like,
Come
do you know
on.
what I mean?
Yeah, but it's too much sauce for them.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so...
But did you apply though?
No.
So bro, don't ask, you don't get, bro. Come
Well,
on, man.
I never thought about it, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
it's
never,
just one of them passing.
It's just one of those things, like, you know, I'd be like, I'd be good at this.
So what year of Love Island are we talking? Who was the main brother? Because I saw a couple and then I just stopped, bro.
What was that? Yeah, I think that's the one. What's the one with Chris and Olivia?
Okay, yeah, Olivia Atwood, yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I see
Yeah.
that one. I see that one. But this is when it's at its peak, innit?
Yes, yes.
It's definitely not at its peak now, I'm going to say that straight.
No.
Okay, cool. So you get a message on your Facebook
Yes,
saying, would you like to be part of a TV show?
yes.
And you just think, fuck it.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah. Oh, well, they just give you an address. Say,
Yeah,
turn up here.
yeah. The first did a telephone interview.
Oh, they call you, okay.
Got it. I said, okay, please come to the studio. That was for The Circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Circle, yeah, okay.
This was when The Circle was about to come out for the first time.
Yeah.
Go for the interview, did the face-to-face. Great chat and everything. But then I got a call back afterwards. And I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. Because at that point, I think I was reading a book about manifestation and everything comes to you. And I thought to myself, at this point where I wanted out of recruitment and this opportunity came to me, why didn't I get it? It doesn't add up. And I realized why. Because when they were asking me questions, the ladies were asking me questions, 2 women, and they were the producers, and they said, hey, what are you like with girls? Are you like, I'm like, no, I'm really respectful, and I'm like, I'm not a party boy, and none of these things. I thought I wanted to answer the right questions.
Yeah.
Then I realized, you know what?
He's too reserved.
I have to I have to be me, and also I have to figure out, when they're asking you questions, figure out what is it they want to know.
They want to hear.
Not what you want to answer.
Right.
So then, that was in September. Like,
What
cool.
year was this, 2018?
Yeah.
Right.
September, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. January, my boy is saying he's getting married. He wants to do a bachelor party in Miami in April.
Right.
So it's time to shred, right? Start shredding and everything.
Are you going gym a lot throughout this whole
Yeah,
life?
yeah,
Are
yeah.
you an avid gym goer then?
Yeah.
Because some people are hench because of the NFL or all of that.
Yeah, no, I'm big, but I need to shred for Miami.
Yeah.
Right, this was in January.
Ocean Drive, baby.
I've got 3 months to get shredded.
Yeah.
Cool, I'm in the game. February, I get a DM.
On what?
Yeah, Facebook again.
Okay, are you kind of posting pictures then?
No,
of just
I'm
like
not.
shreddedness
I'll
and-
tell you why it happened. So I get the interview. I was like, "This is real." They're, yeah, we've got a TV show we want you to interview for.
Is this the same person? Or just...
No, different.
Okay, that's random on Facebook.
I go,
innit?
but I look at the address and it's near this. It's the whole same ITV studio near
Right.
Channel 4 thing. I was like, okay, cool. Go there, but this time I'm clued up. I'm gonna answer the question based on what they're asking me. So I'm getting the producers asking me, "So what you like at uni? Were you like a party guy?" And I know this is a dating show. I'm like, "Yeah, I was a party guy." Tell them the truth.
So they don't tell you the name of the show. They just
No.
say right.
It's for a big network. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a party guy. I partied a lot. Like, oh, what would you do if a guy's talking to a girl you're interested in? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just talk to her. Do you know what I mean? And
Okay.
I'm being me.
Is that what you would do though, or not?
Yeah, I would do that.
Oh, you would do
that?
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But with the circle, I was trying to be, you know when you go to a job interview?
Yeah. You want to. Yeah. You
You
think
wanna
you're trying
present-
to do
yeah.
the formal, polite answer.
Yes.
Right.
But this time I was just like,
Bit raggo, like fuck this.
yeah, 100%. It's like, okay, what if there's another guy that wants your girl? Like, listen, there's only one king in the jungle.
Jesus.
I'm dropping bars like
I'm
this, you know what I mean?
Mufasa in this motherfucker, man. Yeah.
So you were like, you know what? I like that. Do you know why we got you in here? There's someone here actually that you know. I was like, really? Like, yeah, you got recommended.
Okay.
By who? Next thing comes out, Ollie. Ollie.
Who's Ollie?
I had my birthday I was in second year of uni. I had my birthday. One of my housemates was friends with Ollie. Ollie goes like, let's go party in Southampton. Ollie sees me, he realizes I'm that party guy, that guy at uni that's partying. Fast forward, he's a producer on the show.
Mad.
And they've already got their cast put together. They ask Ollie, hey, is there any guy that you know that's like an alpha, dominant, and a party guy, good with girls, good looking? You know what? There's this one guy that I knew back at uni.
Hey, shout out Ollie, you know, he didn't hate you,
All right,
know.
Ollie Harris, you're my guy.
Okay.
And so that's the reason, you know what? What I learned from that is be true to yourself, because you never know where you've planted the seed and when you would reap what you sow. Because I was just being me at uni. Do you know what I mean? Getting girls, being partying, whatever. And that's what got me onto Too Hot to Handle.
In a funny way, that's why you're sitting here now, because Flex, large up Flex, knows what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's like, bro, I've got someone that will help you. There's not a lot of people that help. So shout out Flex, you know what I mean? So
Shout out to Flex.
in a way
Appreciate
where
it.
people see what you're doing and what you're about, they like to, you know what I mean? It sticks in their head. You know what I'm saying? So,
But
come
also,
on.
like, congrats to you as well, because you've been doing your thing. And I'm very selective on the podcasts I go.
Appreciate.
And then I've researched you after Flex told me about it, because I normally say no.
Yeah.
And I like what you've done, and you've interviewed some real people that are also on Misfits as well, which is until Misfits I didn't know who Elle Brooke was.
Yeah.
Until Misfits I didn't know who Mams Taylor was.
Yeah.
And the first thing you said to me, which is remember when you called me, like, by the way, I've also interviewed Mams Taylor. I'm like, cool. Done.
Yeah. That's
Because-
when you
but
perked
if you
up
were-
a bit still, man. I was like, okay, you've been on the show. I said, yeah. I was like, man,
so I thought-
swear that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, mate, I'm here,
I
man.
appreciate it, bro.
But everything happens for a reason, and I
Facts.
think this goes back to what I'm saying, right? Become a valuable person in the marketplace by investing in yourself, and you attract things.
Okay, so they tell you it's a dating show. Are you single at the time?
Yes.
Of course you are, man.
Yeah, no, man.
that's
I tell you why.
Man had to think
So-
long and deep.
No. So I was with my girlfriend at the time, and we broke up, and we didn't speak for like 2 years, right? So I go on the show. I'm like, I'm single. The show happens. It's about to air in a few months. She pops up from nowhere,
What, press?
messages me, going like, hey, you okay? We go on a date.
What, before you go on the show?
No, the show is about to come out.
Oh, okay.
2 months before the show's about to come out, we go on a date. My friend's calling me like, why are you going on this date for? What are you doing, man? You got a show coming out. This is your chance. Because I always used to think, I want to be famous, because I know if you put me in a room with Rihanna, I'll move Rihanna.
Hey, we love the
know what I'm
confidence.
saying?
Tell
You
him
know what I
again.
mean? Like-
Tell the camera, bro. Air him again.
So, and then after the show was about to come out, she called me, we go on a date. I fall back in love with her again. And then like a few weeks
By the
before,
way, babes, I've got this little show.
I told her, I couldn't tell her because so I waited till 2 weeks before the show was about to come out. Like, by the way, I've got a show coming out on Netflix, this dating show. I was just letting you know.
Yeah.
She was like, what? She starts crying.
Start crying.
She's crying.
Oh, shit.
Because the reason, I'm not a scumbag, guys. It's just the reason I didn't tell her is because logically speaking in my head, like, there's no point in telling her. Let's figure out if this is even going to work out. Because if you tell her, you're just messing up organic growth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, I was single when I went on the show.
It's a very long answer, but we got there. Okay, so then they explain the premise of the show because it's the first one. So
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And obviously you like it, or do you just think, fuck it, I've got nothing else going on, kind of
No,
thing? Because it's a risk, because it's not like a Love Island established show. It's on Netflix as well. I don't think they've done dating shows prior to this. So it's pretty much a new show on a new platform
Yes.
that they're experimenting. I don't know what they're doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So are you worried at all that it could actually be adverse for you in regards to if this doesn't do well, then I might be put into that pigeonhole of
Yes.
flop or whatever you call it.
I thought, you know what, I didn't think that at the time. At the time, I thought this is for me. And the reason I thought that is because I said, oh, God made me go through the circle interview to prepare me for this.
Yeah.
Because we know the circle, and no offense to the circle, but it didn't really bang. I mean,
I've not seen it,
Yeah,
but I know of it.
I don't think it banged, and this was when it was on Channel 4. So this show was, I was like, yeah, I'm in. All I was asking is just, hey, just make sure there are fit birds in there, fit girls in there. Just make sure they're fit girls.
But you've probably just got Love Island to kind of fall back on in your mind.
Yes, and they said to me, look, this is going to be on Netflix. The first ever dating show on Netflix.
Right.
And you know Netflix.
We know Netflix. But at the same time, it's not used for that. It's used for, do you know what I'm saying? So it's a new
concept, but it's like one of the biggest platforms at the time.
Absolutely.
Netflix. So I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'm doing it.
Okay, and then obviously knowing what goes on in Love Island and all that, are you ready to go mad and like being from a strict background and do the mad thing?
I love that you asked me that because when I went in, I had one rule: I'm not having sex on TV.
Okay, did you say that to them?
No, I said that to myself.
Okay, to yourself. But
We're not having sex.
But if they asked you, what would you have said?
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, yeah, man.
Well, before I got on there, you mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would just to get on. I would say
Yeah,
100%. But I'm not having my mum. I'm not having my mum or my siblings.
But even like kissing a girl and all of that, doing
That's
a mad
fine.
thing, is
That's
that fine?
But I've seen some madness in Love Island where you see them humping and you see the blanket just.
Yeah.
I was like, my mum can't have footage of that. You know when they have the little camera and it's all.
Yeah. The night footage.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't have that.
Okay, but the kissing thing you was fine with?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you go on the show, they say you're in.
Yes.
Okay. Happy about it? Or were you excited?
Yeah, it was
apprehensive?
amazing. It was exciting. Do you know what? I remember because before you go into the villa, you're in the hotel, right? For a few days first before it starts filming. I said to myself, depending on what order I come in tells me how much they rate me.
Right.
Because usually, you know how it goes, right? Boy goes in, girl goes in, boy goes in, girl goes in. And then everyone just like 5-5, for example. Oh, by the way, there's a bombshell coming in. And then this tall, dark, handsome guy comes in.
Right.
And all the girls go, oh, wow.
So was that you then?
Yeah, that's me. And that meant a lot to me because I'm black.
Okay.
Do you get it?
No, explain, elaborate.
Because normally it's like the perfect Ken, right?
Right.
I've always had this theory where when you're Love Island, girls say, hey, what are you into? Tall, dark, and handsome. I think they don't realise tall, dark, and handsome is black.
Right.
I think media has made you think that.
Dark is tanned.
Yes.
Not black.
And think about why do people tan to get closer to... The same reason why most people get BBLs. The race that has the most natural figure like that would be black. Do you know what I mean? Or like the same reason, like I would say steroids was created to create a physical advantage. Does that make sense? So I always wanted to be that person. Remember, I told you I was watching Love Island with my boy and I was like, you know what? I could be that guy. Do you know what I'm saying? And I was happy I was that guy. So that was amazing. And I appreciate, obviously, Netflix for doing that.
On the show, what is it like in regards to black, white, and what is the ratio of contestants?
I think it was like me.
I haven't seen it all. I tried to binge it.
Yeah, it's a good mix. It's a good mix.
Okay,
it's a good mix.
It's a good mix.
I think for me, I never look at things just black and white. I think I just look at things as like.
But you did just say I was black.
Yeah, but that meant a lot to me because historically speaking, in all dating shows, you've never had that. I think even to now, maybe I don't think there's ever been a black bachelor, and Bachelor is one of the biggest shows in the US. I think there's been a black bachelorette,
right?
But there's never been the main character that's that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
No, totally.
And even I think, even now, for example, Love Island. What's the first time a black couple won?
I've stopped watching it, bro.
Oh no, Dami and India did win, did they?
No, I don't think they won it.
Yeah, but this year was the first time a black couple won in Love Island.
Okay.
That's history, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Still no Asians though, fam. Man, you get me? At least you're in the mix, innit? I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to go, but I'm just saying, bro. You get me?
You know what I can say to you? Progress takes time, man.
But how much fucking long is it going to take, bro?
We had to wait till 2024.
Yeah, so when do you get what I'm saying, bro? It's mad though when you really deep it, bro. Asian people at the bottom of the barrel.
Don't say that. Don't say that. No, they're not.
Okay, bro.
We had an Asian Prime Minister for the first time. Have we ever had a black Prime Minister?
Is he Asian though? You get me? Rishi, I don't know, bro. You get me? Nah, fam. You take him to ill for late, the man's not lasting, fam. You get me? But I'm saying in like the arts, you get me? The creative arts, music, sports, music, football, acting, reality TV. It's like people don't pick. We're at the bottom, bro. We are pick. It will go white, black. 5 miles down the road, Asian.
Don't you guys do serious numbers on Bollywood?
Yeah, I get that, but Bollywood is its own entity. It's from India. That's like going to like Nigeria, Nollywood, and saying, but ain't you guys got Nollywood? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair play.
So that is out. I'm talking about in England.
You guys make money in Bollywood.
But it's different, bro. You're talking about another country, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear that.
I'm talking about in the UK.
Yes.
we are fucking nowhere in that. We're not looked at. We're not selected. And I don't know what it is. It just needs to get sorted.
Do you know what I think it is? When you talk about Love Island and all these kind of things, yeah, you don't really see a lot of Asians in sports.
That's what I'm saying. Football, where are they?
But then if we talk
telling
about,
me man don't cut it?
Let's go backwards. And if we're talking about like Love Island, reality TV shows, modelling, acting, isn't it all predominantly based on looks? And if most of the physical specimens aren't Asians, why would I ask you to go on a Love Island show that's on the beach with topless people?
No, I hear that. So what? Oh, hold on, I don't hear that. So what are you saying? The Asians don't have the look?
I didn't say that. I think there's just not a lot of you guys that are very athletic.
Okay, that's...
And usually, for example, when the criteria for Love Island is ideally, you know, good looking, nice body,
right,
stuff like that.
We say man's not
I
hench.
haven't seen that many dense Asian guys.
What?
Have you seen?
Oh my God!
Okay, when you see the Mr. Olympia lineup.
Huh?
Okay, tell me one.
Zach Khan was a bodybuilder. I don't know about Zach Khan.
No.
Okay. But that's pro, bro. Come on, you
Okay,
can't say Asian. Man say Asians ain't got good physiques,
Let me ask
bro.
you another question. Give me one Asian action actor.
But that's what I'm telling you. Why isn't there one?
I don't know.
I'm meant to be asking you that question.
I think you guys
name me
are
an
behind- I
Asian
think you guys-
actor. You can't name one.
But I think you guys are pulling strings behind the scenes. You lot are producers and directors.
Bro, come on, man. Cop out, bro. But I'm just saying, where is it? We definitely lack it. Like, I don't know what it is.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night, man's picking Shyamalan, the director, bro. One fucking director. Oh my God. But do you get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. I don't know.
That's like me going, bruv, Tyler Perry, bruv. You're good, bruv. You man got Tyler Perry. Why are you in front of the camera for, bruv?
He's in front of the camera, don't you?
I know, I'm just saying, why, like, it's a similar example. You're trying to say the directors, we've got an Asian director, that's it done.
Yeah.
You get me?
Why is he not in front of the camera?
Oh,
Because Tyler Perry's directing and in front of the camera.
I don't know, bro.
Maybe you guys just like pulling strings.
Bro, we don't, bro. There's people out there hustling, bro. I know many, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Still bangles.
Yeah, okay, still bangles. Who else? They're not exactly rolling off your tongue, innit? That's the argument I'm trying to get at. Do you get what I'm saying? You're gonna name me Still Bangles, probably Amir Khan, and then you're lost. And then you really have to think. What I'm saying is, if I ask you to name a black or white person in that industry, you will have numerous options in your head within a split second.
I've got an answer for you. Isn't it the environment you grow up in? Do our parents, you know, normally like African and Asians, it's education, right?
Yes.
You tell them, I want to go be a singer or a rapper or what are you doing?
I totally understand that.
That's the reason
concept.
we have a higher population of Asians, for example, being doctors, lawyers, things like that. So maybe the reason you don't have so many people in those free industries that are very creative is because our parents don't really rate it.
Totally understand that. I think that's a generational thing. I think that generation's done now, which I do understand and appreciate. I feel like the next generation, where is it? You get me? I get our parents.
It's coming through.
You get me? Yeah, it's coming. I like to see it. You get me? Okay, yeah, we got a Riz Ahmed out there. Love it. Mm-hmm. But again, where the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And
what did your parents say when you wanted to do music?
They had their discrepancies, but then I was on the radio quick time. Like I was doing stuff. I was on the TV, so it wasn't like I was wasting my life away. Here you go. I'm trying. No problem, son. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway. Like, I digress, but it's just one of them things, bro. I have to get it out.
You know what it is? I think like
and
everything.
then when you look at the kind of like Love Island shows and all of that, when there's not Asian people in there, I'm thinking, hold on, you can't say Asian people are not good looking.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying the people that are in these shows pick it. It's only ever going to change if they put more Asians in there.
But it's all based on producers, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
They will pick what they find attractive.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what there is a theme of it. Do you know what I mean? So once you realise it's all about the people that pick things, that's probably also your answer as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then let me ask you a question then.
Fire away.
From all the people you know, if I ask you to put 10 contestants that you want to put forward to Love Island producers, do you have 10 people that you know?
What, Asian people?
Yes.
What, and they have to be Asian?
Yes.
I'll find them, yeah.
That you think would be, that would bang on Love Island?
Yeah, I'll
no,
find
that you
them.
know.
But personally, I could probably give you some. Yeah, I'll probably, yeah.
10?
Yeah, probably. I could give you candidates, yeah. Whether or not they cut the mustard, yeah. But
But everyone can give candidates.
But if you look online now, Instagram, people are so forward with what's going on. Like, you can surely find some candidates.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get across. You
hear
can't say in the whole country there's not fucking one or two
No.
Asian.
But
And do
it's
you know
just
what I
about-
like about the black community is you're vocal about it.
Yes.
You all are very vocal.
Yes.
Why is there not this representation?
Yes.
I don't think Asians do that enough. We don't do
No.
that enough. We're too reserved.
You know how to play the system better, though.
We need to talk more and say, listen, talk up the things. You get me? Where the fuck are the Asian people? We're not, do you know what I'm saying? What's going on here? That's what I feel like we lack.
I hear that.
You get me? We've gone to some next fucking thing, but it's good that it's come out. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go back in it, yeah? So you go on the show. Can you explain the concept of the show for those that have not seen it?
Yeah. So, the concept of the show, you have Lana, which is like this Google cone.
Right, it's like a speaker.
Amazon.
Like, Amazon.
Yeah. And you basically get 100 G's and there's rule breaks. So there's no kissing allowed. If you kiss, that's 3K off the price
See,
fund.
that's perfect for Asians now. The parents will be like, yes, son, daughter, no kissing. Go on the show. You get me?
Yeah, if
Bring
you
home 100.
If you have sex, to take 5K off. But back then, you have to understand, they haven't really figured out how to do this. It's the first ever concept.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I didn't do anything.
So do they tell you this? If you go in, you're going to lose money?
No, we were there, first episode's filming, and then suddenly we see Lana, which is the Android thing.
Yeah.
And they tell us what they're saying. Oh, by the way, there's a price fund of 100 G's. We never knew. All of us were happy to go on this for free because we wanted.
Do they pay you to go on the show?
No, some of us did. I think the ones that were already famous and had a big following.
Oh, so there's famous people on there already?
I know Francesca,
Right.
who was already big in social media. She got paid.
Okay, how much you get paid?
I have no idea.
Okay, cool. So you land on the show and they say, right, so it's a dating show,
Yes.
but if you kiss, the prize money goes down.
Yes.
That's an interesting concept.
Or you have sex.
The prize money
Or any
goes
physical contact.
Like, what do you mean? Like what? What? Touching?
Yes. Like, no, as in like self-pleasuring and things
Blood
like that.
clot. Okay, let's go somewhere else. All right, cool. And there's cameras everywhere, right?
Yes.
What, 24/7?
Yes.
Okay. So then explain to us what happens then, like in this show then. Are you like...
I don't, like, everyone starts spending money. Do you know what I mean? You're on an island, everyone's wearing bikinis and things happen.
So is this, are you stuck in a house or can you actually leave?
No, we're stuck in the villa so you can walk around.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not like a big brother thing where you can't just leave. Like you can go, like there's
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
ample space.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you start moving to girls straight away. Knowing the fact that there's prize money there.
Yes.
Does
no,
any-
I don't spend any money.
You don't spend any money.
No.
Okay, so if someone else spends the money, does it bring it down for everybody?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're well behaved then.
Yes.
Is that hard for you?
Nah.
No.
I've got very good discipline.
Okay. Are there girls there that are like tempting you or is it not?
There was one. The rest weren't. They were
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was the one?
Francesca.
Okay. Look at the smile. Look at the smile. Yo, Francesca, man. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, and is that who you end up getting paired with?
No, we ended up in a love triangle with her and someone else.
What, a girl?
Another guy.
Okay. He tried it, yeah?
Yeah.
He's not levels though, is he?
No, he got it though.
Oh, swear that?
Yeah.
Oh, swear.
I tell you why. So, first day we're filming. Everyone just met each other. We're at the fire, and then, you know, they do this game where you get blindfolded, you come up and someone does whatever they want to, or like kiss you or whatever it is, do you know what I mean? Francesca gets blindfolded. She's giving me the eyes the whole time. She gets blindfolded, stands up. Harry jumps up straight away and kisses her. Bear in mind, we've just been here for 15 minutes. I'm thinking, look, I've just met this girl. We've got time. But he moves quick. And also, what I know now about psychology and things like that, in the TV show, time moves faster. So sometimes girls want to know who is a sure bet because they don't want to get mugged off by another guy. So they'll pair with the person that's a sure bet. And that was Harry. And then they kept growing as the show continued.
So she paired with him from the start?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then we always kept having these love triangle issues where she was then broke up with him for a bit, and then we went on a date, had a shower scene and everything.
Losing money?
Nah, I didn't. She wanted me to lose money, but I didn't. I stayed strong.
Why didn't you just lose the money, bro?
Do you know what? Because I tell you what, at that point, they called me the accountant because I was just serious about the money. Do you know what I mean? And I think she wanted to corrupt me. And I'm thinking, she probably just wants to sleep with me. Then realize, oh, you know what, I think I like Harry more.
Right.
And get back to Harry because that makes great TV. I'm like, you're not going to mug
So
me
you
up.
think she's like a chess player then?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're not going to mug me up.
Because there is that aspect on TV. It's like
100%.
what is real and what is going to get shown.
100%.
And a lot of people are tactical in kind of way because they know based on Love Island how your career can go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So I didn't want to be the guy that you mug off and move on to the next one.
Yeah, and there were no other girls for you.
Not that I was interested in, no.
Okay, how long are you in the show for?
All the way to the end.
Okay, so do people leave the show throughout?
Yeah, some people leave.
Okay, and you last the whole period.
Yeah.
How long is that?
4 weeks.
Okay, a good time.
Yeah, good time, great time. It was blessings. I think when they were filming, I realised, wait, I'm that guy that's going to be on TV. It's a surreal feeling.
Especially when you don't know how well it's going to do. If you go on a Love Island, you kind of know, right, I'm on ITV, I've seen this with previous people.
Yeah.
There's an expectancy.
Yeah.
I suppose with a Netflix show, you're kind of hoping it's going to do that, but you don't truly know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Do the show. Who wins the show?
10 of us do, so we split the prize fund.
10 of you in the show.
Yeah.
That's a bit mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's the
Explain
reason
that concept.
One of the main reasons I didn't do anything because I thought, oh, if I don't spend any money, I might be the only one to get the money.
Yeah. So there's not one couple
But then
winner.
they changed it. They didn't know how to. I think the rules then were like they didn't know how. They hadn't figured out how to actually split the money and who would win the money. What
Okay.
criteria.
Right.
So the last 10 that was left, everyone split the money. Yeah,
That's a bit meh. That's a bit meh. Okay. How much is left in
10
the
bags each.
Oh, so what? There was 100 grand left in there.
Yeah, it went down, and then suddenly in the final episode, oh, by the way, we're bringing money back up to 100k.
What, randomly?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was teething problems.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. We can let them have that first one in it. You get me? We're gonna give it to them. Cool. Filmed. Oh, where was it filmed, by the way?
Mexico.
Come on, where? Cancun?
Nah, Puerto Vallarta.
No idea, but
Our
it sounds
villa was
amazing.
next to the Kardashians.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, you see them?
Nah, we heard they were there though.
But you didn't want to knock
Kylie
and say,
and
yo,
Travis. We weren't allowed to leave.
I need some sugar. You get me? We run out of sugar. Can anybody help? Okay, cool. Film the show.
Mm-hmm.
All happy. You don't leave with Francesca. She's with the other guy, right?
Yeah.
Does that sting a little bit, being the man? You get me?
No, it's cool.
You sure?
Yeah, 100.
I have to ask. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Okay, cool. Comes back, and how long until it airs?
A year.
That's a very long time. In that period, are you doubtful that even if it's gonna air, do they communicate with you like it's coming, like the show's coming?
Yeah, but you don't know how big it's gonna be.
And how much promo they're gonna put.
And then COVID happened.
Right. Okay. COVID happens. You film the show. COVID happens. Now I'm already gonna say that's amazing for you, but I'll explain why I think that in a minute.
Go on.
Okay. COVID happens. How do you feel about that? You're in lockdown.
Yeah.
I presume you don't go back to work then?
I do go back to work.
You do go back to work?
Yeah, because
okay.
I have to wait a whole year before it comes out.
Right, and they've told you it's going to be a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they didn't tell us. They kept saying
Yeah, because normally they don't.
They stopped filming they filmed in April.
Yeah.
And then we went on holiday, me and some of the cast members. They said it's probably going to come out.
What happened on holiday, fam?
Vegas.
With everyone?
Yeah.
Was that Francesca there?
No.
Yeah. It's
No,
cool, bro.
okay.
She was there. Don't
No,
worry about Harry,
right.
bro. Who's Harry, bro? I don't know no Harry, brother. Okay, cool. Vegas is lit, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Vegas.
Vegas is dumb, bro.
It's nuts.
Okay. Do you spend the 10 grand then? It's gone.
No.
Okay.
Give my mama some money.
We love that. You have
Yeah.
to. So you go back to work. So what's that feeling like? Going back to work, knowing that you've actually filmed something and it could do bits. Do you tell people or are
No.
you? Okay.
No,
That's kinda
I think it was
interesting.
interesting because you're like, you're excited. That year felt amazing because you're like, hey, I'm going to be famous next year.
So
But no one knows.
Sleepless nights though, innit? Like, wow.
No, it was okay. I think I used that time to look at my friend circle, just watching people. I was doing like a little list in my head.
Of
Who's real and who's not.
Who's staying and
You know
who's
what I'm saying?
going?
Yeah. Just watching how people move. You know what I mean? Just watching how people move.
Who's gonna board the G6
Yeah, but
and
I went-
who's not?
I think at that point I was a bit silly with it. Like I'll call my boy up, hey boy, can you drop me off here? No? All right, cool.
Oh, is that what you was doing, cuz? No, that's a bit much, bro. That's a bit much.
You know what? Nah, but I was
Yeah, but you're putting your eggs into one basket and not thinking this is gonna really blow, bruv.
You're not sure.
I'm gonna tell you something. You see this movie here, bruv? I'm in this movie, bruv. Adam Deacon just won a BAFTA, bruv. I'm in this movie. I was told, bro, this movie's gonna change your life, bro.
Yeah.
So I know that feeling.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Of they said, listen, we spent millions on this thing. It's changed your lives, and that took about a year. And there was the periods where I didn't hear nothing from them. And I thought,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
so
same.
I know that feeling, and this didn't do shit. This film did nothing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what
so
you're saying.
that's why when you're talking, I'm like,
you don't know if it's gonna bang or not.
yeah, but there seems a confidence in you. That,
You know what? You had
this
the
is
group chat, all of us were in, and some people start speaking, oh, what if it's not that good? What if it is good? What if it's not that good? I'm like, bro, it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
There's no point in like stressing yourself out to them. Just be positive.
Yeah.
I don't see why they would film that, invest all that money not to push it out.
Yeah,
If it works, it works. If it doesn't,
I hear that. Back to work.
yeah.
That couldn't have been the best feeling.
No.
But you know something's
Yeah.
bubbling.
And I said to
Patience.
myself, imagine it doesn't work.
Yeah,
I'm going to be stuck in here.
yeah. Imagine.
That's peak.
Everest. Anyway, right. Okay. COVID hits. You're home. Furlough money. Come on. We love that.
No, we're still working from home. We're working from home.
Okay.
Yes. And then,
Oh, because you're on the phones, and yeah.
yes. And then the show was about to come out. And because of COVID,
Right.
everyone's watching it.
This is what I was just gonna say. That's
It was
what
trending
COVID-
globally all over the
So
world.
COVID's a godsend to you
Yeah.
because people are at home. They've
Yeah.
got nothing to do. They can't go anywhere
No.
but view. That's when shows like Tiger King were coming out.
Yes.
And Tiger King on a normal time ain't doing shit, bruv. It blows up the whole world. So you're sitting there, promos running, excited, like, yo, and then it drops.
Yeah.
Okay. How kind of further into it are you realizing like this is big, or do you kind of get
So
away?
this happened it came out in April during COVID. I said to myself, look, suddenly I'm not making calls at work anymore, doing what I'm meant to be doing. I'm just trying to figure out everything out, do content and stuff like that. I said to myself, if I get a good deal, I'll sack off work. But it has to make sense for it matches at least be close to what I'm making monthly.
Okay.
Then I signed a couple of long-term brand deals.
What, immediately?
No. About 2 months after.
Okay, so let's just talk about the impact of the show then, because they obviously contact you because the show's blown, innit?
Yes.
So just talk me through that feeling of, A, it's blown, and I suppose you can't go out and really bask in it because you COVID.
Yes.
So you don't really, maybe there's not a sense of, you don't realise how big what it's really doing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know, tell me.
It was, I watched it with my friends. I turned my phone off and then I watched it all because all the episodes came out at once.
Right.
I was on 1,000 followers. I turned my phone on and it just skyrocketed. It was like 250, 300. Every week it just kept growing.
Swear.
Yeah, and it was crazy.
And people are just finding you from the
Yeah,
show.
I remember walking out to go for a run in the park. So I'm like, hey, Kelz. I'm like, looking around, like, what? And it was like, yeah, I watched you with my wife and kids yesterday on Netflix. That was such a weird concept.
Mental. And this show's on Netflix, which is worldwide. ITV is just the UK.
Yes.
So this is global. So you now have a global
Yeah.
fan base.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that like to process, bro? Can you process
I got
that?
really anxious. I felt anxiety for the first time because suddenly what I'm posting in my stories,
Matters.
yes.
Right.
And then I'm a thinker, so then I don't post or just like the pressure, like what's expected of me. Because I looked on Love Island, but I never knew what it took to be an influencer or a content creator. I never knew. Because what content creating is now and what it was back then wasn't there. Back then, you just, brand sends you a t-shirt, you post a picture, you get paid. Remember, they didn't have reels back then.
Yeah, for real. For real. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I think I just had to learn a lot of things to where I'm now. But listen, it's been like, what, 5-6 years now. I've had a 9 to 5 in 6 years.
Yeah. Okay, but I want to focus on that period of your life has now changed. Impact on family. They obviously see it. Does mum watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. She cool?
Yeah, I represented as well.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
represented it. I need to watch this fully in depth now. I'm fully in, bruv. Okay, cool. Family's all good with it, okay?
Yeah.
Then the girlfriend that you had or didn't have.
Yeah, she was cool. She was cool. I think she's probably got very anxious because suddenly like I have all these girls that follow me and stuff like that, and it's just,
And then what's the DMs looking like then?
yeah, it's crazy.
Is it really mad?
Yeah, it's just girls are wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
just footage and stuff.
is it?
Yeah,
Footage
yeah,
from around the world?
yeah.
Okay, how's that for your ego and just for you to handle it?
Do you know
take
what's
it with a pinch of
fine?
salt, or-
I was fine because do you know what it is? I always said I used to get in girls before Netflix, and I always have this thing. Netflix didn't make me; they just found me.
I love that. Short. Netflix didn't quoting. It's true.
Yeah, because I think some people need attention and validation, so they go on these shows to become famous, and that's the ones that end up turning into dickheads because they need it. But that's their personality. That becomes them. I'm suddenly Alex from Too Hot to Handle, and you expect things, whereas I was just chilled with it. Do you know what I mean? The only reason I went on Too Hot to Handle because I wanted a cheat code out of my 9 to 5. That was the only reason, just a cheat code. But I was also very specific that I won't sell myself in order to become super, super famous. That's the reason my following was kind of capped in that, because I wasn't willing to do some of the things that other people were willing to do to be famous. And that was it.
I respect that, you know, because there is definitely a line there, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
And I suppose you've got that opportunity now. You've got all of this audience.
Yeah.
What type of things are coming your way that you're kind of turning down, or like talk to me now, because people want to now talk to you.
Yeah.
Brands now get involved, right?
Yeah.
You start endorsing brands. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a manager? Do you handle this yourself? You seem like an accountant yourself. Like,
you know, I had a few managements, but then it's very overwhelming. A lot of people approach me, and they send you all these long contracts. And they all seem interested in you, but I feel like they're not really interested in you, just want to make money off you. So then I signed with a few, then changed my mind, left them, because they'll have you on the books, but nothing really happens. So it's like, I might as well just do this myself.
But I presume there's a window that's open that obviously shrinks over time. So that's the ripe opportunity, right?
Yes.
So at that moment, do you get a manager then? And do you get what I'm saying? Because that's when the brands would want you, and it's COVID as well. So you like.
I think I manage myself.
Yeah?
Yes, I think, you know what it is? I did recruitment, I did deals with pharmaceutical companies. I can manage myself. You just get a spreadsheet, be organised, figure out. But what it was, like, brands were approaching me, but I didn't know how to price myself. Yeah. So sometimes I would shoot too much. Sorry, we're not interested in you.
Yeah, I understand that.
Sometimes I do too low, and I'm like, oh, this was too low. But they just accepted it. Maybe I could ask for more.
How much? What are the prices for the ones that are really high?
I think at that point I'll be like, oh, hey, can we get one post and 4 stories, for example?
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, how much? 8K.
Okay.
Then we say, no, that's too much. Sorry, we'll do it for 3K. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So, but then I just start guessing it, because one thing you have to understand is like, who's the brand? What's their budget? What's it for?
It's always a grey area.
You have to ask the right questions, and that happens over time.
Yeah.
And then you start to understand your value and things.
It's very interesting that you're turning down the 3K.
Yeah.
Where you could just say, all right then, I'll do it this time. Or come back and go, all right then, just give me 4 then, and it's cool. So it's interesting that you establish a worth in your head and you haven't budged from that. I find that interesting.
You have like, it's a negotiation you've got to figure out. And I was new to the game.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you get people saying, hey, would you like to sell this toothpaste brand or this rubbish or this? And I'm like, some people say yes. I said no, because I don't want to be that person where every story you're clicking is another ad. Do you know what I mean? So, as I said to you, remember, I was willing to promote myself, but I'm not willing to sell myself out. Do you know? I had OnlyFans knock on my door multiple times.
What do you mean OnlyFans?
The company.
The OnlyFans knocked on your door? Hi, we're from OnlyFans.
Yeah, all the time. And I was just like, no, I will not really interested.
What do they want? An account?
Yeah, to register. But I think OnlyFans just wanted me to register OnlyFans account. Remember, OnlyFans isn't just for like, there's people out there that don't just do...
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's OnlyFans athletes. There's OnlyFans athletes.
Yes.
Derek Chisora is one of those. So like, but it's just, at that time, there wasn't many case studies of people using OnlyFans for anything but that.
But you could have essentially opened an OnlyFans for like 2 months, not done the full naked thing, just done the sports athlete thing, and I reckon you still would have cleaned up.
But back then, I don't think they had sports athletes. That's a new term now.
Right.
I believe, yeah.
And there's also a stigma to OnlyFans. If you said,
hi
guys,
back then there was a big
Kelz,
stigma, yeah.
I'm on OnlyFans.
Yes.
That immediately can turn off a lot of fan base. Like, wow, he went there.
100%. Because that's the thing, even OnlyFans, the people that are running OnlyFans knew that stigma. So they said, oh, we're going to block all this adult content. Their share price dropped straight away.
Yeah.
But obviously now they're trying to, have OnlyFans like athletes and all these kind of things, and doing this stuff. But back then it was different times. Remember, it was lockdown. Most people think, oh, I can make money by just sending nudes.
Okay, so lockdown.
I think that's when OnlyFans.
I think that's when it peaked.
Yes.
I think I've interviewed a couple people, and I think OnlyFans, some of them, their careers were made via COVID. I think there's girls, I can't remember who now, that did it in COVID, and they literally first month $5,000 plus.
It's crazy.
So they were like, what then? And I think a lot of that is when you subscribe, a lot of them tend to stay with you. It's like the gym, innit? When you join the gym, you just join.
You don't even realise.
And it's like some of them are only paying like £7-8 a month. All right, it's a fucking latte these days. You get me? But those lattes are adding up for someone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
And then now they got a whole Costa and the motherfucking. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So brand deals are coming. Love that. And then what do you do then? Like, how do you capitalize on this? Because the show's aired, and I suppose what goes up now, probably the next season will come, etc. So then what do you do in regards to kind of how am I going to make Kelz out there?
I don't really.
Okay.
And I think that's the mistake I made back then. I think everything you're saying right now is in hindsight.
Yeah, absolutely.
So back then it was just like, I was getting loads of engagement, getting loads of things, everything was crazy. I could travel anywhere in the world, get things for free. I was making money, I had long-term brand deals, all these kind of things. Everyone's going, go fitness, do fitness content. But I didn't know what I wanted to because I'm good at many things, so I didn't know what to double down in. And again, that's another thing. Sometimes you need to be lost in order to find yourself, and that's something, again, I've learned in hindsight. So I just ride to train. Until
the wheels fall off kind of thing.
Yeah,
not to say
I
it's fallen off.
I felt so much anxiety back then because I realised I've just gone up in a rocket and everyone's watching, everyone's excited. And don't forget, when you're going up in the rocket, people are watching because they're excited, people are watching because they're hating, people want to see you fall off. So now I'm thinking, is my rocket going to make it to the moon or is it going to fall apart before I even get past the atmosphere? Do you know what I mean? And like, those things caused me anxiety. I would go to like hotels and I'm getting it for free and living luxury life, and I'm not really happy because I'm like, I'm not paying for this. It's not real.
Have you had that feeling of anxiety prior to that? Because you seem like a confident individual.
I didn't know what anxiety meant back then.
Right.
So it was a very weird. I just remember not being happy a lot of times.
And just we were talking off camera actually before we were filming about kind of brands and what they expect from you and stuff like that, getting stuff for free. Because we were having this discussion about brands. And then do they just offer free stuff or like how does it work?
Some brands offer gifting. After, to tell you that it's to start building a relationship. I'm never really a big fan of gifting unless it's something that adds value to my life and it's a big thing, for example. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
but do you ask for free stuff if someone? Yeah. Because we were having this conversation and I was like, I don't really ask.
Listen, I was eating restaurants for free.
Okay.
Dubai, my first time I went to Dubai for free. Everything was for free.
But do you approach the restaurant and say, hi, I'm coming to your restaurant?
Yeah.
So you literally ask him.
It used to be like, it would be like.
I rate that because
I would say like, hey, I'm just, this is me. Look, let's see my followers. This is the
so you just DM them and say, I want to come to a restaurant.
Or I just come to a restaurant and show you. Like, who's the manager? Like, I am. I'm like, just please, don't bring everything out. Or just DM them, that's fine.
And you say, I'm coming to a restaurant.
Yes.
In return for a post?
Yes.
But you say that.
Yes.
See, I love that because it's very clear cut. Some people don't do that.
I started doing that recently. Sometimes I just go like, hey guys, I'll send them a picture. I really like this meal. And we're like, hey, we'd love to have you. That's it.
But do you think that's a bit brazen or do you think that's the way you've got to be?
You've got to be.
Because there's some people might be like, bro, who does he think he is? Do you know what I mean? For example.
Yeah, but you know what? You'll get loads of yeses. And if you don't ask, you don't get. Do you know what I mean? So if you want something, go get it.
Yeah, this conversation happened off camera because I was saying I went somewhere and I'm nobody. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I went somewhere and a guy recognised me at the restaurant and said, bro, oh, you're so and so. I was like, yeah. And then he's asking about the guests that I've been interviewed. What was so and so like? I said, yeah, cool. And then basically he asked for a picture and a post, which I was like, yeah, no probs. But then he charged me the full money for the food. Yeah. And you were like, that's wrong.
That's a violation.
It's a violation.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I was thinking, hold on, I've really and truly, not that I'm any, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like that, but I've paid you money to promote you.
Yes.
And it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
But I think I'm too, not in a rude, but I think I'm just too nice. I don't know. I feel like I would feel cringy to say, bruv, I'm not paying for that. I've just done that for you. But really, you're right, because you've got to understand your self-worth. And if you don't identify that, people will just take advantage of you.
You knew something was wrong with that transaction. So sometimes you have to capitalize on that feeling, but most people override that feeling because maybe, you know what, maybe they don't have the confidence to say, hey, that, or they don't want to seem across like a dick or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
That's the other thing. I think it's not a confidence issue. I think people love to talk about other people. Oh, so-and-so was in my place. So I think like, I don't know, like Kelz was there. He was a fucking dick, man. He wanted money for, do you know what I'm saying? So there is that aspect.
But then my answer to you is like, it's a transaction. You have to understand that it's a transaction. You're asking me, you've become a valuable person, which is why they're asking pictures. If you weren't a valuable person, if you haven't done the things that you've done, no one would be asking for your name, no one would be asking for your pictures.
Yeah.
They want to use you to promote their business. That's advertising. So okay, then I'm charging you advertising fees. If it's now we're doing an exchange, transaction exchange, I'm giving you my image rights. What am I getting in exchange?
Yeah, because people offer me product for this show quite regularly, but there's never no money attached to it. They go, bro, can we send you a box of this? Can we send you a box? And now I'm tired of being nice. If I'm honest with you, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, you can send it, but it won't make it on the show unless you're paying for sponsorship.
Yes.
So I understand that. I think I've learned the hard way, or I've just been too polite about it. But I actually applaud your brazenness, if that's a word, because you understand it.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I do bring value, and value subsequently costs. And you did say something earlier about if they don't have the budget for that,
don't do it. You're not ready for business.
Then they shouldn't be in business, because you were saying you get, I don't know, like CMOS for example. But if they don't want to give you the £500 to promote it, why are they even in business if they don't have an advertisement budget?
And I think it's a bit cheeky to expect things for free, because when you say you want to create 1,000 t-shirts, you go on the website, you put your order, everything in life that you want to buy, you put an order in, you buy it. You don't go to JD and be like, hey mate, can I pick these trainers up? Well, no, you exchange. It's an exchange. And I think if you let people take the piss or pull a fast one on you, they will continue to do so. That goes back to like, how much do you value yourself? Do you know what I mean? And the same people, for example, this funny concept is like, the same people that are sending you products to promote, why are they asking you to promote that? Because they're making money off a product. So if you're making money, why won't you share some of that revenue with me? Does that make sense? That's the reason I always have the mindset of like, if I'm eating, my team's eating. Do you get what I mean?
But there's also that kind of mentality of, if your boy's doing something, you want that product for free. Like if your boy's got a t-shirt company, you'd be like, bro, give me that t-shirt. But
it depends on what it is though, isn't it? It depends on what it is.
Like, there is that thing that people say, like, if your boy's doing something, you should be paying that your boy. But then we've got a mentality, and I'm guilty of it. Oh brother, what? Man's got a hoodie. Yeah, come on. I'll wear that. I'll rip that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think it depends on what it is.
But strangers, you're definitely right.
Yes, 100%.
I'm with you now. I wasn't there, but now anybody, yesterday's price is not today's price.
No, it's not.
You get me? All right, bro. So, all right, love that. So you just try and ride the wave of this thing. You're still going gym.
Yeah.
Are you getting involved with girls at this time because you're on a dating show that you have to appear to be single? What's going on there?
Yeah, so I had a relationship, and like obviously we broke up.
Okay, why?
Just didn't work out.
Okay. Did the show have anything to do with it?
Yeah, I suppose so, because I think it was very conflicted in what was happening. Because I needed to go on TV shows and do these things and be in these events and stuff like that.
And be the single guy.
Yeah, and just be me, do you know what I mean? Because I just come on a dating show, and when I've come out, I'm in a relationship, so I just have to appear like that, because the people that are liking your content and stuff like that, they like it for you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't start posting all this stuff up. So I think, but also I think I changed as well.
Okay.
Because remember, she's doing a 9 to 5, I can travel everywhere in the world. So that kind of puts a strain on things as well.
Yeah, sure.
So the breakup was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
If you're listening, girl, it's the best thing that happened.
No, do you know what it is? Because it broke me. But you built back. Yes.
Yeah.
I bought a one-way ticket to Bali to go find myself. I just stayed out there.
Bro, have you heard about this ayahuasca thing?
Yeah.
Bro, I've been invited to do that. You know,
do it?
I'm scared I can't do it, bro. Have you, bro?
No, I'm never doing
I've been invited by.
That's where you start vomiting and stuff, innit?
Yeah, but apparently it's all the bad vibes that come out, and you trip for like, and apparently all of those boxes in your head, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna open up. But once they open up and you go through this journey, it's all out. Apparently, that's apparently what happens.
Do you know what it is? I can't purposely ingest something that I know is gonna make me vomit over and over again.
No, but I think vomit is not for everybody. It doesn't. No, it's not. Not everyone. But I did like a bit of research into this because I was offered to go free.
Yeah.
And experience it and then talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so I checked it out. There's a couple of people that have gone to these retreats and done it. It's not but it can be a side effect. You can go for a thing as well on the backside. You get me?
Oh, okay.
But that's apparently all the badness coming out of you. I don't know. No.
Why did you do it?
I can't. I think I'm too paranoid. I'm quite strong-minded, and I believe when you do it, you need to let your mind go, and go into the trance. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when apparently things start happening. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. I've never done drugs.
I've done mushrooms.
Okay.
I did mushrooms in Bali.
And
that was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Tripping, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it helped me see life in a different way.
Imagine that times 100.
Yeah.
Because apparently you do see things in a different light, and you start to realize certain things.
Yes.
Okay, so how are you with other drugs? Is it just?
Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm cool, bro. Okay, cool. In the peak then, how much money are you making then? If you had to summarize that window of...
Well, I'm VAT registered.
What the fuck does that mean? Man's an accountant, bro. Just break it down.
All right, so when you have your own company, in order to be VAT registered...
It's over 70 you got to earn a year?
I think back when it was me, it was over 80.
Okay.
So I made like over 100k in my year, in 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And you are the accountant, so you know what's expenses and what's not.
Yeah.
We love that. I need an accountant, bro. I need to come to you, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually not even an accountant, you know.
I'll swear down.
I think everyone started saying I'm the accountant because I was all about the money on the show.
Right, okay.
So I got that title. But I studied accounting, so yeah.
Okay, 100 grand in a year.
Yeah.
Great money. What do you do with it? What are you doing? You splurging? What are you doing? Investing?
Spend it.
Are you
traveled,
Bitcoining it up?
Lived life. Do you know what? I'll tell you a fun fact. The reason I wasn't able to buy a property is because I had parking fines, CCJs. Had shit credit. So I was making all this money, but I couldn't even go get an iPhone. I had to buy everything outright. It's crazy. But you know what? From parking fines, back then I didn't know parking fines turned into CCJ. That was back, you know when they did that switch, and suddenly I was like, what, late 20s? And they stayed on your thing for 6 years.
Right.
They're good now. I've got 99 credit.
Yeah. But
that holds you back. And I think that was an important lesson for me because until then I was very frivolous with things, not taking things serious. Like I'm getting letters to the box. I'm not really looking. I'm not really bothered. Do you know what I mean? It just made me grow up. But things have repercussions.
But it's an age thing as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
When you're young, you know what I mean? And kind of with that money, what are the main things you're actually buying? You're just living life.
Just living life. I think, you know what it is, when you start making certain kind of money, your living expenses go up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but then remember, I was living in countries. I'll just get a one-way ticket to Bali and live there for like 4-6 months.
And you lived there for 4
Yeah,
6 months?
I'll just get a sick villa and everything and just live there.
Are you not worried about then like keeping your presence up on your social media and stuff like that? Or
do you know what? I think at that point,
that?
When I had the breakup, I went hard into grinding and making content. And that's the reason I developed so well in the way I do content, right? But then sometimes, I think this is one of the things you need to plug out the matrix. Creating content can be draining. And I think what I started to fall into that loop where I'm an athlete. I'm very performance driven. Numbers tell you how you perform. All about stats in your own hands, right? Suddenly I'm creating reels and content, and if the reel doesn't do well, I feel like numbers and the stats reflect me, and I start getting very obsessed with the numbers, with the views, with the likes and all that kind of stuff. And that's a very slippery slope. Very slippery slope. So I went through phases and months where I just didn't want to do nothing with social media. Just disappeared.
Is that just to distance yourself from that drug?
Yeah, because I wasn't living anymore. we'd get a meal. The first thing I'm doing is taking pictures, posting. By the time I'm eating, my food's cold.
Yeah.
I'm living life through the lens. I'm doing it all for,
Other
and I'm
people.
not actually living.
You're not absorbing the moment.
No.
It's very interesting, that is.
So because I started becoming more conscious, I started reading more. So I just started to detach myself.
But are you aware the more you detach from this, the less you are perhaps earning? There's a knock-on effect.
Yeah, but do you know what
There's
it is?
a direct correlation. Have them words there, you get me? Between engagement and
I think you
revenue.
need to make money to realise money isn't everything.
You know, a lot of people I speak to, once they made a substantial, then they turn around and say, well, you know what, actually, the journey was where it was at. That getting there was like, oh, is this it kind of thing? I
wasn't happy a lot of times.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I still, like, even though I was making money, in my back of my head, it's like, when is this going to run out? When am I going to stop making money? I needed something, what happens when this social media thing's done? What do I need to do? And I didn't know what it was, so it caused me anxiety. You know, and like, now looking back on it now, I'm happy it did, because all these things developed me to the person I am now.
Yeah, sure. You talking to the people on the show whilst this is happening? Are you guys all liaising?
No, we're not really talking. Everyone does their own thing.
The WhatsApp group done closed?
Yeah, done closed. The people I really got on with are based in America.
Right.
So the ones in the UK I didn't really get on with.
You didn't want to try go America? A little LA and that? Try Hollywood or something? You get me?
Fear of failure.
Fear of failure. That's interesting. It's interesting you come across very confident, but yet anxiety, I'm hearing words like anxiety, fear of failure, which doesn't necessarily reflect the individual I met when he walked through the door.
No, do you know what it is?
2 hours ago.
I'll tell you
2
what,
hours?
There's something that Andrew Tate says, yeah? He says, like, the people that are successful are the ones that sometimes really dumb, so they don't think that something could go wrong. They just do it. Or you're really intelligent. Now, what you have to understand is if you're really intelligent, it means you're thinking a lot, which means your mind will sometimes counteract what you want to do. So you need to be conscious of that and still do it, because then for every reason as to why this works, your intelligent mind will tell you reasons of what could go wrong. So you have to be aware of that. So it took a while. Like, fear of failure is just such a strange thing, and that's something I've realised in the last 2 years. And I'm overriding it. You know, I've learned a lot of things from it. But it's like all part of the process, man. Do you know what I mean? I think when things start working out really well for you, and you're winning, suddenly you forget what losing feels like, and then that cripples you because you're scared to feel lost, so you don't even try sometimes.
Very, very interesting. And you're right about the people that you're saying that they don't think like that. They don't have the intellect like that. They're the ones that get further.
Yes.
They just fucking do it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very, very true. Speaking of Andrew Tate, what are your thoughts on Tate in general?
I think...
Very polarising character, right? I
think the stuff he says about how to be successful and the things you need to do, I think I completely agree with it. Completely. I think... I hope I don't get cancelled, but I like some of the stuff he says.
Do you know you can't even say his name now on TikTok?
Really?
We get a warning strike straight away. Someone said his name, we put it on TikTok, strike.
Really?
Yes. Mad, isn't it?
That's crazy.
But recently there's been a lot of racial remarks coming from him. Things that are very weird, bro. I don't understand what's happening. I need to get out to flipping to Romania, fam. You get me?
Do you know what? I think I've not seen most of it. The things I see are the motivational stuff. The things I see about, like, be successful. Don't let emotions ruin you. Do you know what I mean? Just do what you need to do. And he talks about what winning is like, and that it's meant to be hard. And, you know, if 1,000 people set out to get the treasure, only a few are going to make it, because that's what makes it so valuable. Imagine a quest where everyone gets a treasure. The treasure wouldn't be valuable anymore. Yeah, if everyone gets a treasure, no one's going to make the journey. The whole purpose of a quest is that people set out to achieve a goal, and along that, people fall off. There's things like that where you got to pick what's good for you. Not everything from one person you have to absorb. Pick the good things in it. Extract the goodness, basically. Who else online do you kind of check for? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of characters out there, bro. I like Alex Hormozy. Okay, I'm not familiar. Jordan Peterson. I like Jordan Peterson. Okay. Yeah. Anyone else? Bit of Dave Goggins, sometimes Joe Rogan.
Yeah, fair enough. Are you into like politics and stuff like that, or do you kind of stay clear? A lot of people do because they find like they can't win, bruv.
No.
Whatever they say is like fucking. Do you know what I mean? Alright, fair enough. Okay, so when does boxing creep in? Then talk to me, because man's going up for championship belts now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I finished playing American football in Europe last year.
Right. Okay, so you carry on the.
I played in Europe.
Yeah.
Then January comes and I'm thinking, you know what, I want to go into Misfits. I've been watching Misfits for a while. And I said, let me finish my American football and then go into it. So I've been following it. And then in January I decided, you know what, I want to be a Misfits. And I've seen the talent on there. You're not athletes, you're just YouTubers and influencers.
Yep.
I thought if I go on there, I can change the game.
Yep. There's wanting to go on there and then actually going on there.
Yeah, so in the new year, I remember saying to myself, look, okay, another thing. I know people do New Year's resolutions and things like that. I don't really measure a new year from 1st of January to the end of the year. My New Year's begins from my birthday to birthday.
Okay.
That's how, so on my birthday,
I feel that.
I will stop, walk around, reflect on how life has gone so far.
When's your birthday?
26th of November.
Girls, 26th of November.
It's actually 2 days before.
Oh yeah, come on. It's this week, come on. Yeah.
So that's how I look at things. I reflect on life because I'm in uni. When I was in uni, I made myself a promise that I want every year to be better than the year before, because that's how you measure progress.
Yeah.
So I decided I want to be a Misfits, but I didn't know how to go in there. I had no idea how to get. I just knew I wanted to go in there. I've never boxed either.
Let me tell you something now. I've sat next to Mams. I've never seen a phone go off as many times by any person in my life. I don't want to say too much, but there's well-known people sending him voice notes, literally begging to be a Misfits. Literally. Like, this is what, Mams, my name's so-and-so. You might have heard of me. I'm thinking, I've heard of you. They're telling him engagement numbers. Oh, my so-and-so engagement, so-and-so. So that's how competitive. I'm just saying that in regards to how competitive it is to get on Misfits.
Yeah.
So you think it, but then how does it happen?
So it's interesting because I pray a lot.
Okay.
And I said to myself, do you know what, Kelz, you've had a lot of moments where fear of failure held you back. And there's a lot of good things that have happened to you. I'm also big into the law of attraction. Okay,
let's talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, so a lot of things happened to me. My full name is Kelechi.
Right.
Which means thank God. The older I'm getting, I'm starting to realise there's meaning behind that. So a lot of good things happened to me, the TV show and things like that. At some point I started thinking, this is all random stuff, good things just happened to me. But I think the same way I told you, I'm looking for a cheat code out my 9 to 5. Suddenly I'm attracting this opportunity. So I said to myself this year, what if all these things have happened to me have all been attracted to me subconsciously, but without me realising I'm attracting these things? Okay, so what happens now if I actually
try to attract these things?
Try to attract it, put my mind to it. Let the whole theme of this year be faith. Have faith. And let's try it out. Forget the fear of failure. If you're scared, do it anyway. Kobe Bryant says this amazing thing, right? And I watch it because I have this folder on Instagram, my motivation folder. Every time I come something in motivation, I save it, I like it. He says, doubt is such a strange thing. Whether win or lose, it doesn't really matter. Because if you lose, you're just going to have to do it again anyways. If you win, amazing. But guess what? You're going to have to do it again anyways. And it's such a true fit. It's like, when I realised that,
facts.
It's true. So come January, I was like, you know what? I want to be a Misfits. I DM Mams. I can show you the receipts on my phone. I DM Mams. Hey, I'm so and so. I want to be in the Misfits. You know, I did TH2H handle. I know you like influence and things like that. I'd like the opportunity to fight Misfits. No reply.
You shot the shot. I love that.
No reply whatsoever. But I said to myself, do you know what? I'm going to learn how to box anyway. You know, I managed to find a coach in Norwich that used to train Sam Sexton, Herbie Hyde. These were all like UK heavyweight
Herbie Hyde, come on.
You know about Herbie Hyde?
Are you alright, bruv? I know.
Bro, listen, Nigerian, obviously that's my sign. Start training with him.
Herbie Hyde, we love that.
Yes.
Okay, talk to me.
So then that was the sign because Herbie Hyde's Nigerian, won the British Championship. I was like, you know, I'm going to learn how to box. I said to him, look, I'm going to go to Misfits. I don't know when I'm going to go on there, but I need to train 3 times a week, every week. Like it was January and I was running in the cold and I'm out in the farmland, it's snowing, I'm doing runs, trying to do long distance for the first time, teaching myself, doing all these things, all these tough things.
It's very, very interesting that you are preparing for something that you don't even know is going to happen.
Yes.
So that's amazing because
goes back to what we said.
Yes,
if
law
you
of
stay
attraction.
ready, you never have to get ready.
Stay ready. You're staying ready if Mams reaches out to you.
Yes.
Knowing how busy he is, knowing what that roster's like, knowing that there's a million influencers, you're just doing it and telling yourself, and you've been telling them Misfits going to contact me.
Yes.
Love that.
But at the same time, I always was proactive. So one of my friends is close security guard to KSI.
Okay.
Then I messaged him, hey, can you put me on there? He said, look, I've asked a question. And he said to me, opportunity come to those who wait. I'm not gonna lie, when I read that, I was like, I'm not really trying to hear that. So
I'm not trying to hear that one answered.
So I try to figure out other ways to get there. So I messaged one person who's fought on there. He said, look, go to this agency, they can put you through. Shout out to Colossal Combat, who's my agency right now.
Okay.
Put him through. And all these, I plan on all these things.
I need to open an agency, you know. Sorry to interrupt, but Bear Man asked me, bro.
For agency.
Like to get on Misfits.
To be a plug.
Like, I'm telling you, bro. And I'm, without sounding big-headed, I'm quite plugged in with people, bro. I'm telling you. Anyway, go on.
So, I'm planting seeds.
Yeah.
But I'm still training, right? Still training, doing my running, because I've realised what is it I need to work on. I'm a big guy. Maybe cardio is going to be an issue. I've gone from American football to this, so I have to figure it all out. April comes. Bear in mind, April, I've been training 3 times a week, boxing every week.
Yeah.
Without fail, never missed. April comes. I get a like on that message I sent back in January. Mam Seller says, oh, don't worry, you on the radar. That's all I get.
Yeah.
But that fuels me. That fuels me for the next few months. You know what I mean? I'm training thinking,
Man's on.
I need to be ready. I need to be ready by May. I might get called up for Misfits. Start sparring. My first sparring session. By the way, I've got a YouTube series out where I started documenting what it was like for me training in January, and I'll start documenting my boxing journey. Because the reason I said that is because in my mind I visualized myself winning, and I wanted people to see me I wanted to create a documentary style
You would love that.
of me where I'm literally stiff on the pads to where I'm really good.
Yeah.
And the reason I wanted that is because you hear on Instagram so many times people tell you success stories, and what I hate is that no one tells you how to get there.
Yeah.
I wanted to show people that it's never too late to reinvent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to show people, because when you do it, it's too late.
Yeah.
But what about if we document it from the beginning?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
100%.
mean? So I'm thinking, okay, I had my first sparring session. I remember I was shitting myself. Do you know, not shitting myself, that's the wrong word. I'll tell you what it is. You for so long, you think you're amazing, and then suddenly on that day, you start creeping and go like, what if I'm not good enough?
Yeah.
Because remember, you've been punching bags, you've been doing doing pads. This is something different. Someone's trying to take your head off. First sparring session was with a cruiserweight, 6'3", faster, leaner than me. Couldn't touch him. 4 rounds, couldn't touch him.
The frustration must be, yeah.
Couldn't touch him. And you see that in the episode as well. Couldn't touch him. But I wanted to keep sparring with him because I love anime.
Yeah, okay.
And for me, in anime, it's like, okay, I can't touch him now, but if I keep training with him, I can keep getting faster, and then my reactions get faster. And if I train with a cruiserweight, when I'm fighting heavyweights, I'll be like lightning quick. That's just the way my mind works. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to find solutions to problems.
Sure.
So I kept training, kept getting better. I finally get a call up in August. Hey, would you like to be on Misfits?
Who's that, Mams?
Yeah.
From the man himself.
Tells my agent. No, he tells my agent.
Okay.
And my agent tells me. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Bear in mind, I have 3 weeks notice.
Look at that though, you was ready.
Yeah, I mean, look, I had a holiday booked out. I was gonna fly away, but that's like I had to move my holiday.
Yeah.
Went into camp. Started training with Don Charles.
Right.
Don Charles trains Daniel Dubois.
Okay, but where are you getting these big trainers from? Because like,
so I went to London after I got called up. Went to London to see family, and I was like, you know what, let me just go check out the gym Don Charles trains in, because he's Nigerian. No, I watched one of his fights, Dubois. I guess I think Baby Miller.
Right.
I was like, let me just turn up. He wasn't even meant to be there, and he goes like, hey, yeah, he just saw me. I was like, you know what, whatever it is, let's do it.
What about the cost of all of this preparation? Because Elle was saying the cost was ridiculous, from health to what she eats to all of that.
Yeah.
Are you kind of factoring in all of this, or are you just doing it?
Nah, but I eat clean anyways.
Yeah.
I've always been an athlete. It
Right.
wasn't a hard thing for me.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Do you know what I mean? And coaching is very easy because, you know, if you find a good boxing coach, you agree to get 10% of your purse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you just
Okay,
train.
cool.
But Don Charles wasn't, he used to fight camp with me.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how I got Misfits.
Cool.
And for me, I think this whole year there's times where I had doubts, I'm going to get on there, I'm still training, and there's times you feel a bit, oh, what's happening? When I'm going to get the call, when I'm going to call. So faith was a big thing for me. And what I realized is the best thing is faith plus hard work plus patience. That's the magic formula. Because people don't always think it's just faith and patience.
Yeah.
No, faith,
Patience is a thing,
and
bro.
faith, patience, and hard work.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's the magic formula.
So you have your first fight with who?
Big Tobz.
Okay, so that
Well,
was
I
your
knocked
first
him out,
fight.
so I don't think you can call him Big Tobz anymore. I said that to him in the press conference. I said it to him. He was giving it all down. I said, look, once I knock you out, they're not going to call you Big Tobz anymore. Now my friends say, call me up and like, remember that time you knocked out Tobias? Remember that time you knocked out Toby? It's crazy, I know. But you know what? The reason I'm saying all these things is because at the press conferences was giving it so much, it was giving it large.
Okay, let's talk about that. All right, cool. Right, Big Tobz, rapper, local. Okay, East London, is it East London?
Yeah.
I think it's a Wolf Star, I think. He had a lot of support in regards to from what I was watching, all of the blog sites, they were backing Tobz a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's
Maybe
because he has 2 years experience.
And maybe from like the streets to rapping, etc. Cool. I see the face off, and you seem like you're substantially bigger than him or taller.
Yes.
Okay, what's the weight of you?
I'm 120 kg.
You are 120 kg. Okay, cool. How heavy is Tobz? I don't even know.
I don't know. I think it was just over 100 kg. So
Okay, cool. Heavyweight.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He's giving it the large.
Yes.
But you have to, don't you?
Yes.
You can't stand there and be like...
Yeah, I appreciate that. But what I guess it's a press conference. Everyone has to say what they have to say. What I didn't appreciate is that he put on his sunglasses and put on a different persona and was talking a lot of trash. And then I guess it's all part of the game. Do you know what I mean?
Was you nervous about fighting him prior to the fight? Not at all?
No.
Was there any shred of doubt in you?
No. Since this fight, I remember I used to watch Misfits and I used to visualize myself being there. I went to one of the Misfits in May and I was with my friend and I was watched Temple Arts, the heavyweight champion at the time, fight. And I was like, I'm going to be there. I loved how the whole crowd gathered around just to watch these two individuals fight.
Yeah.
And I thought it was amazing. Do you know what I mean? And I remember saying to my friend, I'm going to be a Misfits watch. I don't know how I'm going to be a Misfits, and I'm going to be on that stage. And then throughout the whole time, I just visualized, every time I watched Misfits, I visualized the ring walk. I created a playlist on my phone with the song I was going to walk out to, the things I would say when I make a speech, visualizing the ref lifting up my hand. Losing was never a visualization.
Okay.
Throughout the whole process.
Just side note, I've been to a Misfits event. The electricity in that room is unbelievable.
It's crazy.
The who's who is there, mate. Don't get it twisted, bro.
Yes.
I went to the KSI one when he fought David Hayes, mate. I forgot his name now.
Tommy Fury?
No. David Hayes got a friend and he fought him. He come up with all this, Bugsy Malone was there. Anyway, it was a vibe. So I just want to put that out there. Like it's a great fucking event. Okay, cool. So you are not losing this.
No.
Yeah, you don't care.
No.
Okay, but when he's chucking it, I think he pushes you as well. Does he? Does they push?
We had a push off. So I'll try and move. He didn't flinch. So I tapped him on the head.
That's it.
And then I think he touched me. I was like, "What are you touching me?" And I just kicked off.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Obviously, anger. You're at you know what I mean. It's at a peak. Okay. Cool. Are you nervous for the actual? Because you know what it is. That it's the actual nervousness of the event, not even necessarily the opponent of that walkout. It can be very nerve-wracking. I don't know. Was it, or was you cool with it?
I'll be honest. No, I wasn't. I think the only thing you gotta understand. fear of failure. So you have this visualization of you winning. In the back of your head is like, what if you lose? So you have to kind of push that down and keep up. And that's a constant task. That's the thing I realized. Fear of failure will always be there, but you have to keep it down. And that's a daily thing. So for me, the only thing going in I was nervous about was like, what if I lose? What if I'm not as good as I said I will? But I tried to push that down and went in there. I thought, this is it. And I think the closer I get to the fight, people get nervous. I get more aggressive.
Right.
Like, I'll stop having sex for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's the actual thing, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Did your trainers tell you that?
No, I just decided to do that.
Okay, because apparently that's the actual thing. It keeps you all, you know what I mean?
It keeps you, yeah, 100%.
Okay, so you're really taking this seriously.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I got in there.
Okay.
And I was just like, this is it.
Yeah.
So I think at that point, all these doubts rush in, don't you?
Yeah.
Like I said, be scared, but do it anyway.
Yeah. And obviously Tobz has had fights before.
Yes.
You haven't. So is that an advantage to him or you?
To him.
Why to him? Because you can see his previous fights.
Yeah, but he's been doing something for 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
I've just started in January.
Yeah.
I've literally started 9 months ago.
Yeah. Fair enough. First round,
I get knocked down.
you get knocked down.
Yes, that was my mistake.
Talk me through that of having this fear of failure, suppressing that, and
Yes.
now you're on the canvas.
I'm glad you asked that because... So I don't measure distance properly. I'll go in. Bearing in mind, I made that same mistake last week in sparring against a pro. I just jumped in for no reason. I don't know why I did that. Got cracked in the face. This time around, I made the same mistake again. And I fall down because I tried to absorb the shock. So rather than absorbing it, you get punched, you try to go with it to take the sting off the shock.
Inertia.
Yes.
Right.
So I'll go down, and then I remember going down, I'm seeing KSI and my friend, who's his security guard, they all look so disappointed as I'm falling down. They all look like they
see
expected
them.
more, yeah.
Does everything happen in slow motion?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
It does. It
Okay.
does.
Okay.
So I'm falling down, and as I'm down there, suddenly...
Have you ever been knocked out prior to that?
No.
Not knocked out, but
No,
dropped, sorry.
and that's the thing, that first round, you gotta understand, when you go into that ring, you hear all these stories about being knocked out, and you watch the video, but you don't know what that feels like, so
Yes.
you expect the worst. That's a scary thing, do you know what I mean? Everyone just tells you, just protect your chin, and you see how people get wobbly, and that's the scary thing, especially if you've never been knocked out before.
Yeah.
So I go down, and suddenly, for the first time in my mind, and I see in my head, clear as day, the ref saying, and the winner is Big Tobz.
Okay.
And suddenly all these thoughts going like, is this all for nothing? Did you just come this far to just come this far? Do you know what I mean? Like, what, Big Tobz is actually going to beat me? And it's like, nah. I popped up, and I remember I was a bit shaky. I was like, we're winning this fight. I don't care how we're winning this fight. Just jabbing. The bell goes. Second round starts. At this point now, I'm more relaxed. The worst things happen.
Right, the worst has happened.
The worst thing has happened.
And it's not as bad as you thought.
Yes, exactly. So now I'm more relaxed. I'm fighting how I've been trained to fight.
Right.
And I'm more relaxed. Now
Yeah.
it's just... Because
Right.
once you've been hit, I think my nose was bleeding as well. And I remember him saying to me, oh, your nose is bleeding. In the middle of the fight.
Who told us?
Yeah, your nose is bleeding. And in my head I'm thinking like, so what? It's a boxing fight. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah.
But I've relaxed.
Right.
And knocked him out in the third round.
Okay, so that knockout is explosive.
Yes.
Like explosive.
Yes.
He, sorry to say this, in the words of Smokey Friday, he got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. Right. Was you expecting it to be that explosive, or is that just part and parcel of... Are you like angry with it, like you want to knock him out now, or are you case of just, it just happened? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, are you vexed in your mind? Like,
No.
Like, this brother dropped me, all right then.
No, I think when you watch the fight, you see me, I think the third round, I'm smiling. I'm like, I've won this. I
Okay.
just knew I've won this. And I was just sticking to the fundamentals. It was a double jab, boom, just clean.
Clean.
Because in boxing, you need to be relaxed. I'm not thinking, I'm just being me. The basic fundamentals.
Yeah, he gets knocked out in
Yeah.
amazing fashion.
Yes.
That's amazing for you. Just talk me through that. It's a euphoric moment, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? For you, or how does, you know what I mean? Because there's seeing it, believing it, and then doing it.
Okay. I don't know, it just happens so quickly.
Yeah, no, I can understand.
It happens
that.
so quickly, and do you know what?
You
Do you know what?
don't have time to bask in it.
I've already bastard in it. Because
Before.
yes, because I tell you what, going to that fight, leading up, when every time I watched the Misfits, I think there was 3 misses before that. I said, this thing, I want to knock someone out. I want to knock my first fight out. I want to win, and I want to get knockout of the night. So there's 2 awards you can get from Misfits: either knockout of the night or fighter of the night. If you get awarded either one of them, you get 25 G's on top.
Come on, 25 G's.
So I remember.
Then how much is the purse for fighting?
The price for fighting?
Yeah, like no, the actual purse for fighting in the first
That
place.
changes depending on the person.
Okay, cool. Are we allowed to talk about that, or are we just leaving it?
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Okay, leave it, because I don't want no phone calls. Brother, edit that out. It's long for me, fam.
Yeah, no.
Okay, it's grand though, yeah? It's
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't. Do you know what?
it's not life changing, but because you're starting fighter, you got
exactly, and it's not life changing. But I was making more money on my reels than I was making for that purse. 100%. I make a lot more money on my 1 reel, 2 reels.
Okay.
Than I was making on that.
On like promos. That you
Yeah.
did. Okay. Yeah.
And but to me,
You got to look at the long term.
it's part of the process.
Absolutely.
Remember, my aim was to come in here and be the new face of heavyweight. I wanted to go from 0 to hero.
Yes.
I've been documenting everything.
Yes.
Do you mean I wanted to show the world that this is me, and this is all part of the journey. You're meant to still be hungry.
Yeah.
You're meant to not make the big money straight away. And that's something life has taught me, because normally in life, I've always wanted things quick, fast, always looking for shortcuts. This year is about faith, patience, and hard work. And like, this is all the story, because I say to when I'm struggling, or when things have gone tough this year, or not gone how I wanted to, or when I'm not getting the money I wanted to, I'm like, you know what? A few years from now, when you tell this amazing story, you tell how you started off with that money, and look how much money you're making now, and that's the part of the story. That makes it an exciting story.
Just to deviate a little bit, the law of attraction is just thinking it all the time. Do you speak it? Do you think it? Do you write it down? So I know people do it in different ways.
Yeah, you gotta visualize it. You
What
gotta
do you mean? Like you actually
feed yourself over and over again. Every time I watched Misfits,
You can see yourself.
yeah, but you also have to do the work.
Absolutely, you can't just sit on your tongue and go, yes.
No, I did everything, man. I did training. I go home, I eat. I do ice baths. I'd watch until then, I've never really watched boxing.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the mental state of law of attraction. Like, is there a way for anyone watching it? Like, how does one perceive that okay, saying I got law of attraction, and then actually, what is it you're doing?
You
I'm
see
trying
it.
to get at.
You see it. You visualize it. You
can see it.
You can visualize it. It's possible.
Yeah.
You visualize it, and you have to understand the rules is. Don't tell everyone what you want to do. Just hustle in silence. And the reason is there is actually psychological studies. Every time, say you want to do something, I'm about to do this podcast. Every time you talk about it, you get excited, right? You get really happy. Your brain releases endorphins every time you do that. So before you actually do it, you start rinsing your brain of those endorphins, so you're not as excited anymore to do it. So you know people that end up talking about it over and over again, they end up never doing it.
Wafflers.
Yes.
I know many of them.
You've rinsed your endorphins so much that you don't get excited about it. That's the reason you shouldn't talk about it and then starve yourself. So then when it does happen, all that rush comes in of winning, succeeding, and then you get addicted to that feeling. Do you see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So the visualization is, and also know that it's a lonely path. You know, whatever you want to dream and visualize, people will tell you you're crazy, that's fine. If people don't tell you you're crazy, your dreams are not big enough. And you also have to understand, don't be discouraged by it. Because you have to understand, you have to be mentally insane. You have to be tapped. You have to be crazy. Because you're visualizing something that doesn't exist yet. You're seeing something that doesn't exist yet. So, if in order to start approaching those things, you just have to see and believe it and just keep doing it and working towards it.
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? Because you know the saying, everyone thinks you're crazy until you make it.
100%, bro. Big facts. Just going back to the fight, do you have, how are you with Tobz now? Do you respect the fact that, he gave it his all? Because a lot of the blog sites were still going to him, well done, Tobz. You try, he was a bigger guy, or like you dropped him in the first round. What's your feeling towards him now?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Do you know what it is? I'm cool. I think sometimes, like I remember I mentioned something about like you can't be called Big Tobz anymore and stuff like that. I think if I'm being completely honest, I think because I think it was 2 days ago, he tweeted something, start going off on Twitter and doing stuff like, hi, Kelz. because there was a listing that came out of all the heavyweights and misfits, and I was above him. And people were saying, "Oh, how is Kelz better than me?" and stuff like that.
Oh, he was saying.
Yeah, he was going crazy on Twitter and stuff like that.
So that's fairly obvious, no?
Yeah, well, he keeps saying that, "Oh, Kelz, I knocked you down as well. You knocked me down. All you had was that one shot." I'm like, well, one shot is all it took. So
yeah,
I don't know what you're saying. You've had more boxing experience than me, like, and I think everyone goes through their own process of denial, and everyone goes through their own process of pain and loss. Do you know what I mean? Because you got to understand, after the fight, the Shade Bar posted it.
Everyone
posted it.
Was such. I think it was such a gigantic knockout.
Yes,
it was done in such amazing fashion, and I'm not saying that because you're sitting there. I'm just being impartial, and also because Tobz is a rapper,
yes,
and maybe like from the streets and that type of narrative as well. I think they coincided to be like a.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So, you know what? I was in that beef straight after.
Man flew straight out.
Listen, me and my friend booked tickets to a beefer before the fight.
Okay.
I was like, we're going to win, so we're going to celebrate. And then when I was on that beefer, people were like, "Oh, mate, you're the one that knocked out Big Tobz." I had Wayne Lineker going like, "What?" Yeah. And then next thing you know, I'm pining behind the bar with Wayne Lineker, yeah? And I realised the same way people are saying to me, "Hey, you're the guy that knocked out Big Tobz," and giving me praise, I understand at the same time, on the flip side, he's going, "Oh, you just got knocked out," and the negative thing. Now, the reason I take that on board is because you might have not experienced it, but you could have lost. I could have lost as well. So learn from that experience. Put yourself in that mindset. Feel what it would feel like to lose, because that will humble you and make you want to go hard. Job's not done yet. So I was able to still taste both, because what happens is people win and win and win, and they forget about the losing thing. They get arrogant and stuff for that, and they become detached from the hard work. They become detached of that feeling. I think that's a philosophy. Philosophers do that. They do that back in ancient Greece. What they do is like, put yourself, imagine you have no money. Imagine your loved ones are about to die and stuff like that. Put yourself in that mindset, and suddenly you feel the feeling of loss. And then realize that these things haven't happened, which makes you grateful.
Grateful, yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I did that because the job's not done.
Would you rematch Tobz, or is that a chapter closed in your mind?
I mean, there's no need. I mean, rematching would just be for his relevance, really. Because I said to him at the press conference, look, nothing personal with you. Because I know him beforehand. We know each other. We're friends beforehand, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, but I've said, like...
What do you mean you knew him, he's your friend?
We knew each other, like, we were cool and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
events
mean?
and stuff like that.
Yeah, we talk. Yeah, we're fine. WhatsApp and stuff like that. But I said to him, look, for where I need to go, you're a domino I need to go through. It's not personal, it's business. But I'm trying to get to become a heavyweight champ and the new face of Misfits. So if now Mams has said that me and you need to fight, I'm sorry, like, as I said to you before, emotions aside, I've got to do what I've got to do. So, you know what I mean? This rematching, if I get asked by Mams, obviously, and he says rematch me, yeah, cool, whatever, I'll rematch you, I don't care.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's not something I need to do. There was never.
It was never the plan.
We're never meant to be tied.
Yeah, yeah.
In my mind, for where I need to go, I have to breeze through it. If me and you are tying, I was never as special as I thought I was, which was I don't deserve to go to where I need to go.
I hear that. Have you seen him since or not?
No.
Are we good? I want to keep this as boxing in the ring. We all, you know what I mean? We're adults.
Yeah.
It's nice that you could fight in the ring and done. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a handshake after or not.
That was cool. Do you know what?
Because it seems like there's some animosity afterwards. And you might say it's coming from one side, which I can kind of understand because it's very damaging for the ego.
Yes.
But I just hope that it's you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think, after the fight it was all cool and he respected me and he said, look, Kelz, I've never seen anyone that's got, because I told him what happened when I got knocked down. Because even to this day, my favourite part of that fight was me getting knocked down. Because I faced adversity and doubt for the face to face.
Yeah.
Once you face that doubt and all these things and decide to still carry on, the freedom you get, I don't feel of failure anymore.
Yeah, I hear that.
Your mind gets so strong once you decide to get up and face it head on. Like, you can't tell me no. whatever it is, I'll find it. I'll
It's
make
like
it
a
happen.
Matrix moment. You can just see
Yes,
the Matrix. You
yes.
can stop them bullets, bro.
And I told him that what happened, and he goes like, "Bro, I've never met anyone with such a tapped mind as you, man. You're actually so mentally strong. I don't even understand."
No, but that
it."
makes perfect sense to me. So
100%.
maybe I'm tapped as well then. 'Cause
Yeah,
what you're saying is like, to me, it's like I get
Thank
it.
you.
Completely understand
Thank
it.
you. But that's the thing, you realise that not everyone sees things like you. Do you know what I mean? But it was fine and we were cool. But you have to understand, and I understand how life works. The process of grief and loss, everyone goes through it differently, right? First you have a humble pie, and then suddenly someone says to you, maybe, "Oh, you go in denial, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Acceptance.
you know what? When I knocked him down, I could have finished him, but you didn't.
You didn't, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like all these kind of things, could have. Losers say that from a young age, playing sports. If you've lost, you've lost. No, I could have, would have, should have. No, go back. Know what you could have done differently and come back better.
Yeah.
The only people that have excuses on the day of a game, at the end of the game, is the losers, not the winners.
For real. All right, let's put that to bed. Fast forward.
Yes.
Title match. Talk to me. What's going on here? Because that's a trajectory and a half, that is.
Yeah, do you know what? Mams, shout out to Mams. once more.
Mams.
The kingmaker
Yeah.
calls me up, gives me this amazing opportunity, second fight, to fight Chase DeMoor for the heavyweight title belt.
Okay, are you biting off more than you can chew? Because this is a trajectory and a half. Some would say, yo, just find your feet, get it, you know what I mean?
You know what? Chase has had 6 fights, I get that. You know, but Chase was on the second season of Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah, that's another thing.
So I always knew that's going to happen.
Oh, you knew it?
Yes, I started off this year, when I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, I'm going to fight him. By the time I watched his fight, I was like, I can beat him. I can beat him. I didn't know, I thought I was going to fight him next year. I didn't know I was going to fight him already.
Yeah.
My team and management, are you ready for this? Yeah. Because I've already beat him in my head.
But you stayed ready as well. So
yeah,
we love
100%.
that.
Yeah, 100%. And like, as I said to you, everything happens for a reason. Do you know what I mean? If I wasn't ready for this, I wouldn't have got the call. And look at this, man. Look, Temple Arts has the belt.
Yeah.
He steps down.
It's vacated, yeah.
Vacates it. I'm not meant to be fighting Chase for another maybe 2 fights.
Yeah, you couldn't write this.
But the way I knocked Tobz out,
in such fashion.
and I've been promoted to get the chance to fight Chase, that's not coincidence. Manifestation, law of attraction. I've
real.
said this is what I want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
man.
then we're here. So we've got to work hard. We've got to keep working, as I said to you. Faith, patience, hard work. Stay ready.
How does this fight end?
How does it end?
Prediction, talk to me. Does it go the distance? Are you just knocking people out like Debo out here? Like,
I think this fight will show people I'm the truth. Chase has had been a Misfits for 2 years or something like that. He's had loads of fights. Do you know what I mean? If I've always said for me to get to the top, I have to clear for everyone. If I'm able to fight my second fight, bear in mind I've only started boxing 11 months ago, and Chase has been in this game for 2 years.
yeah.
Knock him out, become champ.
And where is that fear of failure bar in your head? Because it's always there lurking. I understand the need to suppress totally.
Do you know what? I use that fear of failure. Keeps you sharp. Keeps you sharp. Like before the Tobz fight, for example, right? I remember I'm editing. This was random summer, this summer. And suddenly I feel like, oh, what if you gas out during the fight? I'll stop everything I'm doing, put my running shoes on, go for a run.
Okay.
So this fear of failure now, I keep it subdued, but I still listen to it. Because it keeps me sharp. It stops me from being lazy. It makes me do the hard work. Because I know on my best day, no one can beat me. Do you get it? So if I keep doing what I need to do, on my worst day, I can beat this guy. Do you know what I mean? They say train hard and fight easy.
I hear that. How many rounds is this?
5 rounds.
5 rounds.
Yes.
Cardio's a big thing though. I don't think people realise that the
Big
cardio, especially for you, 120 kilo is like, you know what I mean? Is this guy a big guy?
Yeah.
What, similar?
6'6".
He's 6'6".
Way similar to me, yeah.
Whoa, this is like...
True heavyweights.
This is up there then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Qatar, are you ready for it? Obviously
Yeah.
fighting abroad, a different climate and stuff like that.
Yeah. I haven't thought about that.
You ain't thought about that. See, look, I like to say, you know what I mean? Just Just are you going there early then? Okay, let me try and help you a little bit. Go there earlier. Acclimatise to
I'll get there a week before.
Yeah, sleeping patterns, etc. Maybe even before a week, you know what I'm saying? And just, you get me? It's a different air out there. It's a different atmosphere, you get me? So just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll be fine, bro. Suppress that.
No. I think I'll do well in hot countries.
No, I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine, but just, you know what I mean? Is there any kind of set patterns you have or like before a fight, or you just haven't had that experience yet, do you know what I mean? Set type of things or traditions, or I don't know what they call it, you know what I mean?
Well, rituals and things.
Yeah, or, you know what I mean?
I go to my room, first thing I do is go for a run. That's what I did with this fight. Last fight.
You went for a run?
When I checked into the hotel, I went for a run.
What, on fight night?
On fight, ritual on fight night.
Yeah, on fight night. Like, is there anything, you know what I mean? Like,
so, for my last fight, I couldn't sleep. I went to bed.
and I can understand that.
Woke up
Nerves,
at 3 a.m.
excitement, yeah.
Woke up at 3 a.m. I was awake. At 3 a.m. all my thoughts, I came up with my ring walk talk for the announcer, to what to call me. Watched loads of fighting, fell asleep again at 7 a.m. Woke up again at 1.
Yeah.
It was fine.
What about ring walks and stuff? Are you like, is that something that appeals to you, or you just want to get it done? You're not some man want to do a whole show and that when they're coming out. Are you not there yet with that? Are we not getting our special guest PAs and that? You get me?
Do you know what? I think earn it. When we're big time, we can do these things.
Okay.
Till now, we don't do those things. I think everything has stages.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Do we predict a round, a knockout round?
No, we don't do that.
You don't do that?
No. If you search for a knockout, it won't happen.
Okay. Anything you want to tell me that's going to happen? I can just put my money on, you get me? Little side thing that man want to just know?
You know, a funny thing, I remember like that Big Tobz fight, right? I remember being on the night of the fight, I wanted to put money on myself to win. But it was capped. I remember looking at it and was like, oh, I was going to put 20 G's on.
Oh, you was?
For me to win, because Toby was the favourite.
But okay.
20 G's would have
What was the odds?
20 G's would have got me back 62k.
Oh, swear?
Yeah.
Hey, what's the odds on this one, you know? I'm not a betting man, but this is a bit tasty,
But I put money on and it's capped. You can't put more than £200 on.
Why?
I think it's because influencer fighting.
Okay.
Because anything can happen, anyone can get rigged.
Okay, so that's a proper thing then. Oh, okay, well that's that then, isn't it, bro?
I think normal boxing you can, but like influencer fighting you can't.
Fair enough. But it's like it's a regulated like bouts and all.
Yeah, I know, but do you know what I think?
That's interesting.
Remember, you can offer an influencer, hey, I'll give you like extra if you just lose.
Yeah, fair enough. And then I guess you could get sponsorship on your belts and you got all that, yeah. I'm
looking to get. I want to keep winning and then get all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. People sent in questions for you. You got a big fan base, bro. Man put only a little message out, and I was bombarded. So shall we get through that before it got? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where are we?
While he's bringing up the questions, guys,
go on.
Check out my YouTube series. It's Kelz Dyke or type in Kelz. It's honestly amazing because in there I drop my gems and I deal with that fear of failure, and you see how I deal with it, how I wrestle with it, and obviously fast forward to me having that fight and me winning. It's all part of manifestation, and the reason I created a YouTube series is to help other people grow from it, and then the only way by teaching other people is by going through it yourself and leading by example. So it is possible, and put your mind to it. Be scared and do it anyways. Forget the naysayers. And listen, when you have a dream and you tell people about it, they'll think you're crazy, but that means you're on the right path.
Basically answer question 1.
What was question 1?
What inspired you to start your YouTube series, and what messages do you hope to convey through it? So
okay, yeah, I've just done that.
Ticked.
Sheesh.
We love that. You're psychic as well, folks. Boxing has clearly impacted your life in powerful ways. How has it influenced your mindset outside the ring? Is there anything you take from boxing that you apply to your daily life?
Yeah.
Discipline, I guess.
Yeah, discipline, consistency, and hard work.
Yeah.
From all the sports I've played, I used to hate training. Boxing is actually the only sport I actually enjoy training.
Is your NFL stuff done now?
Yeah, it's all done. Yeah.
You knocked on the head.
It's good for your mind. You can come in stressed to boxing and leave more relaxed. It helps you fight your demons, and it helps you just put in hard work.
Yeah,
Boxing is so hard. Mental toughness.
We may have answered some of this. Obviously, we've been talking for how long? A long time. In your journey, both life and boxing, how have you handled the fear of failure? I think we've covered that. What advice would you give to others facing similar doubts? That could be a good one. If you've got a fear of failure and it's kind of overcoming your daily life and it's at the forefront of your mind, how would you advise?
So my best advice to people that are facing fear of failure is, if you're scared of failing, there's no point. Just do it anyways. If you fail, amazing. Just do it again. Find another way of doing it. If you don't fail, amazing. Because guess what? You're going to have to do it again over and over again. So everyone you see is scared of fear, is scared of failing. Every single person. I remember listening to a podcast from Mike Tyson. He says before he went to the ring, he was scared. And once you've realised that everyone's scared, but they do it anyway, it gives you confidence to do it. They say that the biggest growth that you experience is behind the door of fear.
He's talking gems, He's talking gems, You talk a lot about trusting the process.
Yeah.
Can you share a moment when you doubted your path and how you found the strength to push through? Kind of covered that.
Yeah, visualization. If you're on a path and you're scared of it, whether it's going to work or not, you just got to visualize. You got to visualize, because whether you think you're going to fail or not, you're right. Do you know what I mean? Because you got to just do it anyways. I keep saying this. You just got to visualize it. Have faith. Faith has been a big thing to me. And the reason I say faith, I know many people are not religious, but you have to believe in something bigger than you. Now, to some people, that's the law of attraction. To some people, it's, your universe. Or I believe in God. And I believe I'm here on this earth for a reason. And that helps you, because we're human, we all feel pain, sadness, doubt. The only thing that pulls you out is knowing that there's a higher entity than you that has a plan for you. And that even though you might not see it, that entity, being God for me, is going to help you through it. That's the only way you make it. You have to believe in something bigger than you. Even if you visualize, right?
Yeah, I hear that.
That's bigger than you, right?
Totally.
The person you're visualizing, the person that visualizes the person I am, the person I'm visualizing that, wears the belt, is a champion, knocks someone out. When I was in January, that person didn't exist yet. So you have to visualize something bigger than you.
Facts. Side note, I've just noticed a tattoo of a lion with a crown on his head.
Yes.
You want to elaborate on that? Pretty self-explanatory, but I've just noticed it.
Yeah, just can I show it?
Yeah. Don't stand, because you're 6'6" and your head's gonna hit the fucking ceiling. No, go on, try and stand. You can. But is that just metaphorical then of kind of you?
You know what? I've always loved. It's a funny story. I've always loved lions since I was a kid. My favorite movie, Disney movie, was Lion King.
Come on.
Yeah, and it was strange because I always loved it. I always loved lions. And I was just like, I'm surprised that my star sign's not a Leo. I'm a Sagittarius. And then I find out you've got 3 signs. You've got Moon, Sun, and Rising.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
right.
one of them is Leo.
Okay.
So this is how I see myself.
Yeah.
King and Lion, and I put it on there, and it reminds me of I have to make sure I achieve things to make
it's
this
a bad
true.
boy tattoo.
Appreciate it. Fun fact, actually, a week or 2 before, 2 weeks before my fight, Big Tobz gets the same tattoo on his forearm.
Shut up.
Yes.
What, the same tattoo?
Yes.
Not this as in a lion
and the crown. And I messaged him. I'm like, I find it a bit disturbing that you're getting the same tattoo as me, bro. And he goes like, oh, I didn't know you had that tattoo, blah, 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 blah. I didn't know you had that tattoo. This is how I knew I was going to win anyways, because at the press conference, I said, like, you know what? If I win, you cover your tattoo. Take off the crown. If I lose, I'll take off my crown. He didn't want to commit to that. So then I knew he knows he's not going to win. Because I was happy to sign it off. Because in my mind, I know I'm winning. But that's when I knew. If you look at Mike Tyson's interviews, he says that when he goes into the ring, yeah, I just walk and he stares the opponent in the eyes. He knows. Constantly.
Yeah.
The second they look away.
He knows he's won. Yeah, I've heard that. Have we got that tattoo on the camera? Yeah? All right, cool. All right. What are we? Talk about process. What has the journey taught you about mental resilience? How can I apply this to my own life?
That's a great question, because I get questions all the time. How to get mentally tough? How do you do it? How to get disciplined? You have to understand that everyone that's mentally tough is an ongoing process. You don't start off mentally tough. You get mentally tough by doing things that you don't want to do every day. And bit by bit, you get stronger. Face a challenge. You might crumble. Figure out how to solve it. Fail. Figure out how to solve it. Try another way. Before you know it, you start realizing that life is all about problem solving. And that's how you get mentally tough, by winning. So you keep trying, and you win. And you fail and fail and fail and fail. And because you don't want to quit, that makes you mentally tough.
I hear that. Looking back, what advice would you give your younger self or to anyone struggling to find their purpose? So what would old Kelz say to younger Kelz?
Believe in yourself.
What would older Kelz say to that Kelz in Austria?
Believe in yourself. Don't be scared to fail. You can do it.
And we're going to be champions soon, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hear that. How has being in the public eye impacted you? I think we covered that. What are the biggest challenges and rewards of the journey? I think you can touch on it again, but I think...
Yeah, I think it's just growth. I mean, do you know what I mean? I think it's helped me mature.
Yeah.
I'm very all mindset, and life is just this journey of constant improvement, and realize that you don't have to... Rome wasn't built in a day. Sometimes you have to be lost in order to get found. You have to make mistakes in order to know what's right. You have to sometimes try a lot of things so you know what you don't want.
Yeah.
You have to maybe sometimes date a lot of people so you can get to know yourself and know what you're into and what you're not. But it's all a process of trial and error. And as long as you understand that you aren't the finished article yet, you won't stop trying.
I hear that. I'm just trying to get through these, that's all. There's quite a lot, bro. You got bare fans, bro. Fucking hell, mate. Calm down, you know what I mean? The series title, I'll Be More, is powerful. Can you share what being more means to you personally and how other people can apply some philosophy to their own lives?
Yeah, I'll Be More to me, that's my brand. It's about personal growth.
Is that your brand, Jay?
Yeah, I'll Be More.
Where's the merch, fam? Where's the t-shirts? I can wear that for you, but you have to pay me.
Yeah, say no more.
Ain't no freebies, No, but yeah, that's a really good brand.
It's a promise I made to myself. I'll be more. And that's a promise I feel like everyone else should make to themselves. The constant quest for personal growth and being more. And that's what the YouTube series is about. I'll Be More. First episode is like, I haven't started boxing yet. I'm going to learn how to do it, but I promise you, I'll be more.
That's sick. I love that. I actually love that. Who are the people or the philosophies that have influenced you most on your path? Have we covered this? Well, we talked about the books.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you listen to his book and listen to his...
I like how you said his surname with the German twist, you get me? That Austrian twist, you get me?
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
he used to train in East London, innit? In Forest Gate.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in Wag's gym.
Really?
Yeah, it's well known. I don't know if you know Forest Gate. There's like a McDonald's there, Forest Gate.
Yeah.
Opposite, there used to be a church. He used to train there. He used to live with Wag. It's on his docket, everything.
Wait, Wag is the guy that put him. He was one of the judges, isn't it?
He was one of the first people that took him.
Yeah. I watched I watched on Netflix.
Yep.
Amazing. You guys should watch that. Amazing.
Local. You get me. Anyway, what has been the most surprising lesson you've learned since you started boxing?
There's so many layers to this game. There's so many. You might think you're a bad boy because you can punch bags, but listen, there's boxing continues to humble you. Every time you think you know something, there's more to learn.
You ever thought about MMA, or is that?
I'm not doing it. That's too aggressive.
That's a whole art form in itself.
What, elbows into your skull.
Yeah, it's the locking wild. And it's the grappling that's a bit mad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, cool. How do you stay motivated on days when your journey feels like it's an uphill battle? You know them days where you don't want to get out of bed and you don't want to do that run. How do you stay motivated? What is the...
I know that if I do these things that I don't want to do, I know my competition isn't doing it either.
Yeah.
Yes, because I know I pride myself in knowing that you won't outwork me.
He's not doing what I'm doing.
You won't outwork me, no, 100%. I know he's sitting on Chase is at home right now just chilling.
Playing that Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Yeah.
But man, it's out here. The real snipers here. You get me?
Here.
You're all right, bro.
We stay ready.
Come on. What would you say to someone who's afraid to start their journey, whether it's boxing or something personal? I think that's fear of failure again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fear of failure, man. Look, If you're lost and don't know what to do, just try it, figure it out. There's this thing actually in Jordan Peterson's book called 12 Rules of Life. If you don't know what you want to do, you don't know what direction in life you want to go, just take any direction. Because what happens is you go straight on, you try this, you realize, maybe I don't like this, but I like some of it. You deviate to try another project. Okay, I like this, go ahead, you go straight on. So like, everything in life is just figuring it out. No one knows straight away what they want to do.
I hear that, but you know when he wears the suits with half colours, bruv, I can't work with it, bruv. I have a word, bro. You get me, please, bro. I'm man trying to, you get me in this. No, anyway, side note. What has been your most meaningful accomplishment or moment of growth? It's got to be a good feeling when the ref's putting your arms up and you visualise that. And there's people that are screaming your name. No? A real rocky moment. I'm just guessing, it wasn't me that did it. You get me? But
yeah, after that fight, I went into the changing rooms and all my friends were all celebrating. But I put my headphones on and I listened to the song that I listened to just before I went into the ring. Lupe Fiasco, Superstar.
What you say? Don't smash a superstar. Come on.
Yeah,
hey.
I remember because the stadium was empty, everything was empty, so I went into the ring when no one was there and I put the headphones on and I visualized the crowd and everything. I visualized winning. And then that song helped me throughout the whole journey while I was trying to stay motivated. And then afterwards, I put the headphones on and I started crying and I was like, everything's
And it is
happening.
emotion that comes out in it.
Yeah.
Even after a fight, it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what it is? It's just, well done, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, this year's been tough. Well done.
And there's no harm in that, just releasing all of that. You know what I mean?
Just,
I think people think,
you build up so much tension, you deal with all this fear of failing, all these doubts, all these things, and it's tough. And remember, life's still happening, other things are still happening. And you've done a YouTube episode, you've done all these things that you said you were gonna do. You wanted to do 10 episodes of a series and you said to yourself the 10th episode is going to be you winning the fight. By the 8th, I was editing the 8th episode and I get a call from Mams Taylor. By the 8th episode,
mad.
Remember, I just started releasing them now. Right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to film it all and edit it. And I get a call and you know what, just well done, man. Well done for all those days you went into ice bath. Well done when you were doing the jogs at 8 a.m. and it was snowing.
And I think we should be like pat ourselves on the back as well. We should do that more. Like you did do all of that. You know, humble's humble, but you can take that moment to be like, you know what, I did this and I'm gonna, you know what I mean, bask in this. Or
and guess what happens after that? Your mind gets even stronger.
Yeah.
Because you've just done something that you never thought could happen. And now when you face another challenge of fear of failure, you're like, well, let's look at the track record. You've done this, you've done this.
Yeah.
Why do you think I can't do this?
Of course.
Mental toughness.
Facts. I was going to ask this anyway, but what are your goals for the future, boxing and outside of it? And how does I'll Be More fit into that vision?
I want to become a misfit heavyweight champ.
Yeah, well, you will by the end of the week. So
I want to defend my titles.
Oh yeah, who would you like to fight? Come on. Who are we calling out?
I heard Tommy Fury's put a bit of weight on these days. He could fight in the heavyweight, you know?
Could he?
I don't know.
Okay, right, Tommy Fury. I like that. Who else?
But just, I don't know, I don't really care.
Don't really care?
Anyone can get it.
There's not people that look at me like, bro, I will just not, you know what I mean? Are there like people that are too like out there and flamboyant, you'd love to just take them down a peg or two? Because there are a couple characters of Misfits that really bask in this thing, bruv. They'd be coming out the ring like it's WWE, bro. I'm looking at them like, yo.
Chase DeMoor, the person I'm fighting.
Yeah?
The person I'm about to fight.
Okay.
Yeah, he calls himself the GOAT and lost bare fights, man.
The GOAT?
He calls himself the GOAT, man.
Okay.
It's not, do you know what I mean? Listen, if you're that character, it's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear that. Side note, before we end, how long has this been? This has been very insightful, by the way. 2.5. We loved that. Come on, bruv. I actually have this thing that I've started doing.
What's that?
I ask AI to come up with 20 questions for you.
Yeah.
That will be like basically the best questions that AI could come up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So when you say you ask, this new thing you're doing, basically just being lazy. And
No, lazy. Man, I've done grafted 2.5 motherfucking hours.
Asking ChatGPT.
Have you not seen me talk for 2.5 hours? Have you seen a script? Can you point out? Could you point out where there's a script? Are there any questions? No. You get me? Don't try it, bro. I like to see what AI can come up with. Anyway, we'll swerve that. What's the wildest thing that happened on Too Hot to Handle that didn't make it on the screen? Is there anything that was mad, but you thought would make the show, it didn't make the show? That means yes. That means man's was getting busy.
No comment.
Oh, okay, but it happened then. Okay. What's the biggest misconception people have about you after seeing you on Too Hot to Handle?
Do you know what? None, because I was me. It was true. I think a lot of people come up to me and say like, Kelz, you were one of the realest people on there. I appreciate it. I rate it. I don't get negative messages. I was me throughout. That's one main thing for me. I wanted to be me and not another character.
And what about haters? Do you how do you handle them? Do you know what I mean? What's your mindset?
I don't really
on
get
that?
haters.
See, that's my own question. That's not AI. You get what I'm saying? But you must get some haters. You've got like 500,000 followers on the one thing. There's got.
I don't really get
you
negative
can't tell me
messages, you
in
know.
that there's not a. Do you get me? I find that hard to believe.
I know people talk about trolls a lot. I don't really get that much. But if when I do get the occasional one, I just look at it and like, okay, cool. I think you can't be successful or try to be successful and not get used to having haters. It's just part of the thing. You have to understand, the more you get elevated from a platform, the less people are below you and looking up. That's when the less people want you to fail. I think this is a good saying that says that society builds you up into a hero just to tear you down for being human. And once you realize that,
man's got quotes, you know.
once you realize that, you just gotta keep moving, man.
I hear that.
If you have haters, it means you're doing something right.
Facts. If you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice before filming, what would it be?
Just do a madness.
Well, like do more of madness.
Yeah, do a madness.
Just be more raggo.
Yeah, do a madness. Like knowing what I know now, knowing how social media works and TV works and sound bites and all these kind of things, I would just kiss Francesca straight away.
Just more like shock and awe.
Yeah.
I get that. What was your strategy going to Too Hot to Handle, and did it go to plan? This is AI, you know. Did it go to plan when you look at it?
Well, my strategy was not to have sex on there and be me.
You didn't, and how did being reality change your life? Well, we know that, good and bad ways. What's one surprising fact about you that fans would never guess?
I speak German. I'm fluent in German.
Come on, bust something off wie das sein, bruv.
Was willst du, dass ich sagen?
Yeah, man, it's slagen, you get me? Are you alright, brother? Don't gas me out here, you get me? We've spoken about how your family has reacted to your show.
Yeah.
How about your fame in general? How's your family reacted to that?
Yeah, my mum loves it. I think she tells
proud
everyone
mum.
about it. Yeah.
Why not? Of course.
Fun fact, so my mum went for a job interview in another hospital. As she comes in, the woman says, sit down, please. Just give me 2 seconds. The woman's on the screen watching something. And she was like, oh, sorry. And she was watching Too Hot to Handle, but my mum says nothing. This was when Too Hot to Handle came. My mum says nothing. Just interviewed, everything's fine. The woman goes, oh, have you got any kids? I've got 2 sons, blah, blah, blah. Have you got any kids? Yeah, I've got a son. Have you got a picture? Yeah, this is my whole family. But I just watched. Is that your son? Yeah.
She got the job.
She got the job.
We love that. Promotion required, you get me?
But she got the job as well because she's good at what she does.
Of course,
you know
of course. But it's all about who you know, innit? Come on.
And what you know.
Yeah. Absolutely. If you were to create your own reality TV show, what would it be about? We've done that.
Do you know, if I create my own reality TV show, I'd probably be like me in a relationship and dating and traveling the world. That'd be amazing.
Would you go on Love Island if that was
Yes.
That was the quickest answer.
You know what?
Yes.
I'll tell you why. I look at Love Island and I think, knowing what I know now and who I am, I'd fucking kill it.
Yeah.
I'd fucking kill it. It's just, do you know what I mean?
I don't dispute it.
I'd kill it.
Okay.
I'd win that shit. ITV producers, if you see this. I like this boy.
But just make sure the bag's right. Holler me management. You get me? I'll get you the best deal. Don't worry. Everything. Yeah? Okay. What's the craziest message you've ever received from a fan?
Probably just videos of them doing madness to themselves.
Yeah, okay. Has being in the spotlight changed your dating life? If so, how? Do you talk about your dating life, or is that? Do you like?
I don't tell people what I am.
Keep it private. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear that. What do you think makes someone truly attractive beyond just physical looks?
Mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, mindset, the willingness to grow. Your self-awareness.
Yeah.
I think self-awareness is key.
Are you like worried when you're in the limelight, getting into relationships, how girls can be, what's going on out here? Like, it's a crazy world that we're living in. Does that ever bother you, or you ever cautious?
I think I don't like talking to girls that don't know who I am. I like talking to girls that don't know who I am or just don't really care.
Okay, is that hard to find when you're on a worldwide show and stuff like that?
You know, sometimes I think my hair changed a lot, so sometimes people don't recognise me.
Okay.
And sometimes people, oh, you're from that show. But I think it's just about personality. Do you know what I mean? There is a lot of girls, you just go, I think I know me enough that I know what I'm looking for, so I know what I ask for. And then you can tell the ones that have red flags. Don't ignore red flags, people.
Would you ever get with a fan? Have you ever got with a fan?
No. But you know what people do? Girls sometimes lie, pretend they don't know you. There might be a fan. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I hear that. Well, victim in it, but you're a victim.
It's a cold world.
It's a cold world. Bundle up, bundle up. What's the one piece of advice you'd give to someone going on a reality show?
The best advice I'd say is have it figured out what it is you want to do afterwards. Whether it's a product you want to promote, whether it's a YouTube channel you want to start, just have a roadmap, your 5-year plan laid out, so that when you come out the show, even before the show, just lay the foundations so you can just plug and play the second you come out. If you want to do a clothing brand, have it all done, drop it. You want to have a YouTube, have it all done so you can start promoting, because that's when your engagement's the highest. It's the best time for you to sell any product. It's when you have attention, when you have views.
What was it like? But this AI is mad, you know. It knows your life, bro. What was it like balancing American football with your newfound reality TV fame? Well, you kind of dropped that.
Yeah, it was fine. Do you know why? Because I was making money from reality TV, so it allowed me to just live like an athlete full on.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, you can
I
do
had
what you want
free
to do.
time.
Yeah.
I can train twice a day. I can do whatever I want. So it's been amazing.
Who inspires you the most in your personal life, and how have they influenced you? You swerving that one?
No one.
No one inspires you.
I think.
Self-inspired, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you know what? I tell you what. Maybe. Do you know what? Not having a dad inspired me.
Okay. In what way?
Because my mom was a single mom, and she worked hard, and we struggled a lot. So I realized I was trying to understand my whole quest for money and why I really want to be successful. And I said this to you before, it's because I wanted to be the dad I never had that can provide for my family. So I think having that gap in my life, that trauma, is what's propelling me to keep going to a point I can...
But you've turned that trauma into triumph,
Yes.
haven't you? A lot of people don't have those tools to do that. They will let that trauma manifest and become something greater in their head. So are you able to pinpoint how you've done that? Or is it just something that you're just built that way?
I think growing up with no money, I think you just realise that life is here, but you want life to be here.
And no one's going to help you get it.
No, I think yes. My mom helped me realise that as well. And just life, no one's coming. No one's coming to save you. And I think the second you realise that no one's coming to save you, you know that you've just got you. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. What's one thing you miss about life? What's one thing you miss about life before fame?
One thing I miss about life before fame.
No. All right. No. All right, cool. That's because everything's free now for you, innit? Like, get me, man.
That just got
man
better.
on stake, yeah. DM, yo, listen, I'm coming for you. You're gonna sponsor you. If you could,
I do pay for shit, you know. I don't ask anymore.
hey, bro, I respect the fact that you don't, bro. I totally understand, bro. You're actually changing my like mindset, and I understand that you don't ask, you don't get. And some people see it as ruthless, but you know what? You're right, and I'm seeing the way you're actually asking for things and you're making them happen. And I'm sometimes just too nice. I don't ask for things. I don't ask people for X, Y, Z. I kind of hoping and expect that they kind of know that that's what I want, that's what I'm looking for, and they reach out their hand. But if my hand's not out first, how do you go? You know, so trust me, bro.
There's a saying: some people see the world for what it is, and some people see the world for what it could be. So like, these are part of the perks. You gotta just get what you want.
No,
these are part of the perks. I think they say the more famous you get, the more suddenly you start getting everything for free. The only thing one of the things I got noted, which I'm upset about, is the Nandos Black card.
It's
But you
out there,
gotta
innit?
be super.
What did you ask them for it?
Yeah, I just got aired, man.
So the Nandos Black card exists.
It does
And
exist,
there's a
100%.
and there's a KFC one as well.
Is there?
Yes.
I'd rather have the Nandos one though, innit?
But don't say that on camera, bro. We want them all. The Colonel, we love you, Colonel. You get me? I love you, Colonel. But yeah, so there is a Nandos Black card, which is unlimited Nandos, isn't it? Apparently.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a KFC one, which could lead you to believe there must be others, but it's out there. But do you know what I would want?
What?
Just the Uber Eats Black card, innit?
Yeah, that's powerful.
That's powerful. How much
Does that exist?
I don't know. Just put it out there. How much do you spend on food a month?
Ooh.
Because you're a big guy, bro.
I spend like 60 quid a week on food shop.
That's not bad at all. Are you like healthy? Like you just stick to what you do and that's it? Do you make your own food or you do the
But
prep
I get
thing?
meal preps
Yeah.
sent to me as well.
Free?
Yeah.
Come on.
Shout out to Passion Fit Food.
See, look, this is what happens. Passion Fit, holla your boy, holla your boy. If you could compete in any other reality TV show, what would it be and why? Love Island, we know. Big Brother.
You know what? I was watching that yesterday for the
Oh,
first
yeah,
time. I don't think that's a bit of me, man.
Yeah.
Because they put loads of different characters that I would find very annoying.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that. I'd do my head in.
The Jungle.
Yes, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
Yeah, that fucked him right up. Well, what's the most challenging part about being in the public eye that you didn't realise, or that people don't realise? What's the most challenging part? Do you find the pressure to look a certain way always? I presume.
Yeah, I don't care.
No.
I
presume it's harder for like women that are doing their
Yeah,
glamour stuff,
do you know
like
what?
they're influencing. They're always glamour, like they look with the makeup on, and they just want to go to the fucking shops, and that
Yeah.
must be. I can imagine that being hard. Do you know what I
I
mean?
think it's. Do you know what? I tell you what it is. All your friends are at work and you're not.
Yeah.
So majority of the day, no one's available for calling and everything. It's a bit lonely.
It's lonely at the top. It's true. I know a few people like that. They've got money, but have they got a lot of real? I don't know. I hear that, and then you got to kind of pay for them because they can't keep up with your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So
I could be like, yo, let's go on holiday tomorrow. Let's go do this. And like,
man's like, yeah, fam, I'd love to, bro, but yeah. So do you find yourself like? How do you like? I don't know. Do you end up paying mostly or?
Nah.
Have you got a lot of friends?
Yeah, a few. I keep a few friends.
Yeah.
Real friends.
Do you find the older you get, the smaller they?
Yeah, I don't really need that many friends. Yeah, because do you know what it is? I think trying to be successful in all these things you're trying to do, grinding is a lonely path anyway. So you don't need that many friends. You just need friends to understand you.
Facts. Last couple, bro. Sorry, bro. I know
it's cool.
just turning into some, you know what I mean? But what's something you do to keep grounded and focused in a world that's all about fame and popularity? You actually come across as very, very grounded, I must say. Just my initial observations.
I appreciate that. I'm very polite. Always have manners.
Yeah,
I
don't sense undertones of arrogance. If I did, I just wouldn't say it. But I don't, so I have to put that out there. You know what I mean? If you could change one thing about how social media influences people, what would it be? That's an interesting one.
It messes with your head.
It does, doesn't it?
It messes with your head. You can get very obsessed with engagement, likes, and numbers because what you're paid is based on that. Does that make sense?
It's a currency, innit?
Yes.
There's this currency of fame that's out there now. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting, you said something earlier about you wanted a cheat code. Mm-hmm. And I find it very interesting because I find a lot of the youth want this cheat code. Mm-hmm. And because it exists and they're seeing people earning money without going the conventional route, there's a lot of people that are really into this thing, not really realising there's a price to pay for everything.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But it's interesting you say that because when my show came out, this was COVID time. Before COVID, the only people that had blue ticks and big followers are footballers, TV stars, and movie stars, or big personalities, right? After COVID,
you've got John
everyone's
down
at
the road
home.
just buy it.
Yeah, everyone's just doing this thing. Now you've got videographers No offense to my man over here.
No, he don't know.
That are becoming content creators. Now, when a videographer who's got editing skills and videography skills is now creating content, the game's off balanced because these guys have skills that beyond the normal person. Do you know what I mean? And I think the market's just been flooded and saturated now. Where you used to get loads of brand deals, you don't really get as much now because now
everyone's an influencer.
Maybe down the road start TikTok. TikTok's fucked it all up, man. Maybe down the road started TikTok, doing a couple of dances and stuff like that, and now he's just got bare followers and is making money off it. And
just talk about that. What do you think of this TikTok board? It seems to have its own stars in TikTok. People are blowing up overnight. The numbers are ridiculous. I hated TikTok, and now I've got to say our engagement numbers. But they do. I feel like Instagram's just blocking my views all the time, bro. They're doing something because TikTok, it doesn't make sense. I'm getting millions of views on TikTok. It doesn't transcend to Instagram. So what do you feel about like this TikTok world and it's kind of what it's bringing to the table?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't jumped on TikTok. I am on TikTok. I need to do more on TikTok because I'm very old school, one platform at a time. Do you know what I mean? It's cool. I think the best thing that's long lasting and proven so far is YouTube.
Yeah, totally. But just a side note, trust me, TikTok, it's bro. I will show you my numbers, bro. They're in millions in TikTok. They're on Instagram. I don't know what it is. Some days my views are up. Sometimes they just diminish so much.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense. It's almost like they're prodding you to pay for the advertisement. If you're not paying for the advertisement, we're going to limit your reach. And I'm feeling like a lot of people are complaining that they're just getting limited for no reason unless you start paying them. Sort it out, mate.
Do you know what's interesting? What you just said now has made me think about how Instagram is just a digital world, isn't it?
Yep.
The same concept of chasing carrot.
Yeah.
You know, suddenly all these people are creating all this content that they're not getting paid for to get views. Everyone's just working back in that system, that wheel, that hamster in the wheel, like the real world.
With TikTok, they pay you for your views when you get to a certain point. Instagram don't do that. Why are they not doing that? So you've got a platform that will advertise your videos 100x more than the other platform. You've got a platform that now pays you for your views, all right? Be it whatever it is, pence, whatever, but they add up, brother. So what the fuck's going on? Do you know what I'm saying?
You make me want to jump on TikTok now.
But you need to.
I will.
TikTok, you can't buy...
I've got TikTok as well, guys, so check it out, but I'm going to be full on doing TikTok.
TikTok, you can't buy a blue tick, bro. Instagram, you can buy a blue tick. So Instagram's become this commercialized thing.
Twitter as well.
Yeah, you pay for it. I had a blue tick on Twitter normally. They fucking took it away and said, if you want it, pay for it. I said, I don't want it.
Cold world.
Yeah. FYI, my Instagram blue tick I didn't pay for.
Same.
You get me? Come on.
My guy.
I got receipts for that shit. Zero. I paid nothing for that.
Real G's.
Last question. What's your next big goal? So what's next? Just you're gonna win the championship.
Yes.
Take over the world.
Start my own podcast.
No, I allowed that, bro. It's saturated, bro. You get me, bro. Now you're crossing the line, bro. You get me? This is my ring. No, I'm joking.
Now, do you know, I really want to go into the motivating side of things. And
you come across like a motivational speaker.
Yeah, do you know, I like self-growth because I was lost a lot. And you know, I think what I found out, there's so many books or messages out there where people have already made it, but no one's telling you how to make it. And if they do, no one tells you that it's okay to fail, it's okay to feel fear and all these kind of things. And because you feel these things, you think, oh, maybe I'm not on the right track. But I promise you, everyone that's made it was on that track. That's the reason one of the books I like a lot is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight.
Right.
It's the story about Phil Knight who created Nike.
Right.
So he starts off high, when he's selling shoes in the back of his car and all that kind of stuff. And we know the story of how Nike ended up. So you're reading that and you're hearing all the failures and all the things that went wrong and the bank wanting to repossess his this and this. And it's the first book that makes you realize hardship is all part of the process.
You definitely come across as a motivational speaker. I think you should definitely explore that more.
Appreciate
FYI,
that.
I've given 2 TED Talks. You need to get on the TED circuit again because we're out, you get me. Kelz, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Supremely insightful. Wonderful journey. Long may it continue. I look forward to your knockout this week. we shall be cheering because man don't want to fly no man out to Qatar. You get me? Man's not part of that, but yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Soon come.
Love and respect you, sir.
Appreciate you.
God bless you, man. Come on, we out.